Good evening, everybody. And thank you for joining us for tonight's Ironkeep Chronicles. We are back from a 4-week break. I am DM Tom Lommel, and as you can see, I've been working on my tan. No, just kidding. I am.
Finally, we've been trying to tell you for years.
Sure, yeah.
No, different without the hat.
That's just what it looks like without the Iron Man.
Darn it! All right, it looks like my ruse has been stripped away. I'm actually guest Dungeon Master Jay Africa. Tom isn't feeling very well tonight, and so like any decent human being, he's staying away from everybody here, and he's probably binge watching Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt or something like that.
Actually, what just went live today was British Bake Off's been out for a while.
There you go. Then he's definitely
It's
been watching
the Great
that.
British Baking
It's
Show.
BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman came out today, I think.
Everyone calls it the Great British Bake Off. It's called the Great British Baking Show.
I will
way more
I will
boring.
never change how I say.
I don't know why everyone calls it that.
It is your show. You make it your own.
That's what it's called in England.
Have you even seen it, or are you just mad that
I
people
have
call
seen it, and it's called the Great British Baking Show.
I don't even think
On Netflix, right?
has ever watched Netflix.
Yes, I have. I love
Doesn't even know what
Mary
Netflix
Berry.
is.
And you're wrong.
Mary Berry.
Okay.
I just want to be her.
It's Great British Bake Off.
Yeah. Thank you,
Well,
John.
on Netflix.
There we go.
Yes.
I've been
It's
to,
the Great British Baking Show.
That's what Netflix calls it. But
That's what
not,
Netflix calls it.
But in the UK, it's the Great British Bake Off.
Oh, okay. Well, on Netflix, I'm going by the Netflix thing.
Also,
Yep,
Netflix
there we
calls
go.
it Great British Bake Off. Anyway,
It does?
So-
Tom is look it up.
been watching it for like 3 days. Look it
Yeah,
up.
right. Like the ultimate authority.
It's also the greatest television experience.
Maybe I'm watching it with Mary Berry and Paul Hollywood.
yes.
Amy, I hate to tell you this, but you're
crazy.
wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, what? I wasn't gonna
Maybe you've been
gaslight
watching
her,
too many-
Kyle.
No,
Jesus.
you gotta
You're
go.
watching too many
go.
British
harder,
baking
go
shows.
Jay, we're right on track.
Oh
We're
yeah.
right on track.
No, believe me.
This
Yeah,
is
I know
Parley
it.
cards.
So yeah, this is a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game. Once again, we're back from 4 weeks off. So tell you what, I was thinking maybe we could just tell each other, tell our viewing audience what you've all been up to in those 4 weeks. Have you all done anything interesting, Kyle?
Oh.
We had a break, so we had a mini series here that we did called League of Adventure that me and Amy were on, and we fought Nazi dinosaurs on the moon with lasers.
Which
Whoa.
I was told, I was telling a friend about it, and they were like, oh, that sounds like a movie called Kung Fury. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I got introduced to Kung Fury.
To Kung Fury.
Which is nearly as bonkers.
The 80s Scandinavian, faux 80s
Yeah.
Scandinavian action flick. Yeah,
Yes,
something like that. Or,
and there are dinosaurs and there are Nazis and there, yeah, it's very. I mean,
the
it's
best. It's
weird,
pretty awesome.
weird, similar. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing.
All right, awesome. Eric, Havana, what about two of you?
I played World of Warcraft a bunch. It's good. The new expansion's good.
Awesome.
You had some fun with the new expansion?
Yeah, it's fun. I'm a goblin shaman.
I love it.
Vanna, thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much, Vanna. Yeah, really glad that you're doing that.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, Vanna.
Yeah, during my break, I just hosted channel.
There you
my
go. That's
favorite
awesome.
pastime.
It's all good. It's all good.
And then I ran a Mamma Mia episode for us last week, which
Oh,
I guess
yes.
was kind of still part of the break. I don't actually know if
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a day off, but...
It was fantastic.
No,
I
it's
had a lot of
canon.
fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
As much as it really was fun. As much as you wake up and it was all a dream can be canon, but it's still canon.
I think it
Sure,
could
yeah,
affect you
totally.
emotionally if you want it to, but if you just want to disregard all of my creations, that's fine too. That's what you usually
Dreams
do,
are
so...
yeah. Dreams matter. This wasn't some Dallas Patrick Duffy thing where the entire season's gone.
Oh,
Well, and the implication was that you have it a lot.
yeah,
So-
that's true too. Yeah,
There you go.
I've got dreams.
I got dreams
Dreams.
Okay.
to remember.
Lovely. Absolutely. That's why I'm here.
Jay, come back every... Tom never
So
compliments our musical outbreak.
Tom doesn't give a shit.
he'll come around.
Tom doesn't give a shit.
Tom?
Is Tom watching right now? Anybody know?
He probably is.
I hope he's watching.
Are we gonna do a tally of like everything?
I'm not saying
Every time something
anything
is
I
said
wouldn't
about
say
Tom.
to his face.
She said some terrible things to his face.
Mostly about his Iron Man hats.
Okay, so just to remind all you out there, rerolls do not carry over from the last episode. So
We
subs.
put them all.
You spend them all?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
all right.
spent all
fucking
There we
went
go. In
nuts
that
so
case,
busso with
yeah, might as well. That's awesome. So get those subs in. Let us know who you want your reroll to go, and hopefully those will prove useful in today's game. If not today's game, then in a future game sometime.
You just said they don't roll over.
Well, from the
No, from the last season, from the
season.
mid-season
Got it,
break,
got it,
they didn't
got it.
roll over, so
Okay.
they'll be rolling over for future ones.
What do you know?
I'm setting it right now, Tom Lommel. Canon, no. Let's see. Just going down my list here. So, tell you what, introductions. For those of you who are new to the show, we have some wonderful players in front of you today. To my left, your right, we have Kyle Capps. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your character, Kyle?
Yay.
I am playing Jorvin the Badger. He is a forest gnome ranger. He has a very protective attitude against Lowstorm, and is generally prone to chaos and stories about his first kill, which was a badger, the one that he wears on his head, which I guess now is canon that it was just a raccoon.
Yeah.
Don't look. I'm not gonna write your canon for you.
Yeah,
We've certainly joked
you
about it.
pretty much
Definitely.
established that
Yes.
at this point.
It was a
I'm
raccoon.
I'm heavily
That is
implied it,
fantastic.
but it's not up to me.
Okay. Well, that's I
I kind of like that it did. It also fits your size a little bit better, right?
I like the
It was a
mystery.
giant badger.
Yeah, it was
I
a
like
huge,
the
right.
mystery.
Our characters legit don't know. It's up to the gods of the forest.
That's
It's
true.
up to you,
Right.
the viewer, to decide
Yeah, there
in
you
your
go.
own mind what the truth is.
We're not
Every
just about
$5
player
donation
empowerment.
decides what it is.
Eric, go to the bathroom.
I would have laughed. I didn't hear what you said.
Speaking of the next character, we have here Miss Amy Vorpal. And who are you
Yes,
playing?
my name is Amy Vorpal, and I'm playing Lawnwood Lowstorm Beck Baba Becca, and she is a Goliath druid, and we're still level 4, right?
Still level 4.
We're only
No, we leveled up twice.
Did you level up? I was
we
going to
did
give
do
you
that.
enough experience points to get to level 8 so that when Tom comes in again...
Nice.
just, you know...
We're gods!
No, you're still level 4.
Oh.
Are we all level 4?
No, in fact, you're level 3. No.
How did this happen?
Okay.
The shadows took our point.
I'm a strong ass mother, and yeah, I talk like Michael Caine. Okay.
Ooh,
But now everyone's gonna be
Michael
picturing you in your quinceañera dress.
Oh yes, from last week. There was a very big ceremony where hopefully, oh yeah, Lowstorm's looking for her fairy, and last week she almost got it in a dream. She always has this recurring dream that there's a big ceremony where she gets her fairy.
We got some very good fan art.
Very, very good fan art.
Lowstorm in her party dress.
Looks like we've got a sub here. Camilleria, I believe, sends their reroll to Havana. For
Yeah.
Thank you. Who'd that come from?
They
Not
extended
exact-
their gift sub, so it's not showing up on here.
Oh,
Oh.
gosh, I
you
can't,
know
I'm not
when
exactly
that-
sure how to pronounce this one.
Well, I'm not sure if we should give tokens out because when that sub does come around, they will also get a resub. So I think that's giving 2 people. The way that works is like it's just telling you that they've opted to do it, but that resub isn't going to hit until their first one actually expires, and then they'll be able
Gotcha,
to push
and
the
then
resub,
Okay.
and it'll.
Okay.
pop up
Amanda,
as an
take
alert.
the
Yeah,
reroll.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
Dom's gonna hand out 2 rerolls per every resub.
Great.
Well, I'll try
Then-
to keep track of this.
Okay. Okay.
Who
Yeah.
wins? We win.
Yeah.
We
One.
win.
You may need it, may very well need it tonight. So we'll see. We'll see. And actually, continuing on with introductions, we have Havana here.
Hi.
Who are you playing?
I'm playing Strumthrum, the Kinku bard with a heart of gold. That's probably
okay.
true.
Very cool.
And hollow
Yet to be
bones.
discovered.
And hollow bones! Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. And last but not least, we have Mr. Eric Reichert here. Tell us about your character.
My character is Alton Newberry. He's the half-elven fighter who just wants to be really good with a sword and defeat people.
It has a 10 out of 10 booty.
That's right. That was established just today by some artwork that came out on
fan
Twitter,
art
right?
officially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
canon.
yeah.
Alton has the best booty.
Yeah, that was pretty premium.
Yeah, that's
Monter Chow.
them some squats. Thanks the bar
Oh.
1971 for the bats.
Oh, I have an announcement.
Ooh, sure, absolutely, go for it.
Jay has brought this.
Cloud Giant's bargain.
What? Jay brought it for you guys. So in lieu of tiers today, we're going to be doing raffle tickets to win this Cloud Giants bargain, which is a Fathom event exclusive. So if you want a chance to win this, let's show one page. I'm going to choose one page.
The monsters are in the back.
Yeah, they're all
the
way in,
pictures
like,
are in the back.
The good pictures are in the back.
Look at that! Oh, that's all you get. But if you want a chance to win that, to get one raffle ticket, you just need to donate $5 or cheer 500 bits, and each $5 donation or 500 bit cheer will get you one raffle ticket to win this cool, awesome thing. So keep that in mind tonight.
I have an
Best of
announcement.
luck.
We got minis!
Yeah. Oh, yes.
From the very first session when you guys donated, chat donated to get us minis, and then we sent them off to Iron Tusk
colors look
Mini
nice.
Painting, which is at Painting Tusk on Twitter. And he did his name's Ian, and he did a bang up job.
Yeah, these look fantastic.
The colors we sent him are actually all based on Kyle's renderings of our characters too. So good work from Hero Forge, good work from Painting Tusk, good work from Kyle Caps.
All good.
Yeah, these
all
look
good.
really great.
Ah, they're so fun.
All right, and we will be using these tonight as well, so let's keep them handy. Looks like Dr. Faust sends a reroll to me.
What the hell?
So thank you very much for that. I will
Dr. Faust?
try to do you justice.
Do you know this person?
I do not know Dr. Faust. I'm pretty new to the sword.
I don't understand why they're giving you rerolls.
Well, you know, DMs need luck too.
Okay.
Let's see. So, let's give a little bit of a recap here. Your party was at, I believe it was a lumber yard called Fort Baird.
Yep.
You had befriended the loggers there, who are actually Minotaur worshipping individuals, and you were attacked by several horrible creatures, blood demons, which I think you dealt with, but not before you invoked the name of a druid named Derwith, who sent a treant to come in and cause some trouble in the lumber mill. Apparently, the druid was not too happy about about the logging activities that were happening there. Towards the end of the battle, unfortunately, the figure that had generated the demons, I believe, escaped, if I remember that correctly.
I don't think we know.
The Shadow Demon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. They melted away and
Yeah.
fucked off.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so
It also
that's
does
still
look
unknown.
like my character's ex. So that's
Ex-
What was it?
Lurg.
It was Lurg
Yeah,
that
it
like
looked
showed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh, okay.
There's a shadow version of people who entered the cube.
We still don't know if it's
FYI.
because you don't screw well or you don't screw well enough. But
Wow, okay.
Or too well.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, strange happenings here in
No,
in
sorry,
Fort
you're right. I
Baird.
said it wrong. I apologize.
All of that
But like,
I liked what you
he
said.
was too. He's either too good or not good enough. It was-
Okay.
tainted love.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Oh man.
Okay. And as the scene drew to a close, you found a familiar individual, a sea captain named Haverick, who was looting some of these loggers' treasures. You hitched a ride with him away from the scene as the lumber mill exploded and fire started spreading throughout the trees.
We're the heroes.
Right? Yeah, you do great things.
We did it.
Yeah.
And
morality is weird in the Ironwood.
sure, yeah, it's harsh world.
Fluid.
But harsh as it is, you did receive some treasure from Haverick. He did split what he had found from that logging company, and so I believe you got a few potions and a couple of little trinkets.
Oh, Havana, did you write that down? You.
I wrote it down,
What?
but I forgot my.
I wrote what I got.
I apologize. I got a potion of.
Oh, I
some
don't
sort.
want. I
Oh,
don't.
I got
don't
a
need
plus
that.
3 crossbow.
2 potions of
Oh, that's
superior
right.
healing or supreme healing. And
I got extreme.
yeah, the
healing.
plus
That's
one
what I
crossbow
think
bolt
I got a
and a potion
supreme
of speed. Who kept the potion of speed?
Oh,
was that you, Amy?
No.
I then got a.
Oh wait, there she is.
There you go. So
How did you
yes,
know that?
I
Oh,
don't know. Honestly, it seemed like
Something
a
that.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
there she is. She's right
Because
there.
you're big and slow and you need it.
So, yeah.
Squeeze me. My speed is where is it? It's very high. 30 feet. It's normal. Can I have a pencil? Please?
Everything about me is very normal.
So yeah, Lonwood, you got that potion of speed.
Aw, Lonwood, But huh?
Is that?
Lowstorm.
Yeah.
Well, actually, once
My
you're
first-
familiar with her, then you're allowed to call her Lowstorm.
Oh, okay, low storm. Okay, all right. Let's
Eric,
see.
go to the bathroom. Oh wait, never mind. Okay.
Wait, are we mad at her? What the fuck did you do?
We were about to be. Candace gave me a
Did he give
janked
you
up
a-
pencil. Yeah.
I'm taking this Hulk one.
Okay, I think did I forget
I
any
don't wanna
important
write.
details?
Money.
Wow! One raffle ticket for
raffle
every
ticket.
pair.
One raffle ticket. Thanks.
Well, if
Casey
he's the only
Care.
one that enters, I think he's gonna win. Just an opinion. I can't believe I didn't
Okay.
bring any pens. I hate writing
Let's
on
see.
pencil.
So I think that you've gotten all the details as the scene sets. You are driving off in this cart
Yes,
as
we
the
definitely
chaos
are.
erupts. Yeah, exactly. And we have a blank slate for returning to the season here. Let's see. Did anybody remember any details that needs to be recapped, or anything else anybody would like to share? About
I
your
still
cart?
have that Minotaur's heart.
Oh, that's right. The mage hand is like following you. Yeah,
It's
right.
really
30 feet.
cute.
It's kind of getting dragged over. Yeah.
There was a box with air holes. We unleashed.
The Fae came out.
Though, yeah, there's
Right.
like a little panda,
Yeah.
like winged pandas.
Right.
That were adorable.
Wing pandas. I think they all fucked off though.
They all
did.
kind of like spread off
After
into the
they
woods
dropped-
as the fires started.
After they
I
dropped
would
those
like to
stuff.
re-mention that I wrote down Amy as a Teletubby, and I don't know why.
And I think it was because I did some weird voice, but
I think maybe
Classic.
it's because you got stuck in a chimney.
Is that a Teletubby thing?
I don't know.
She was picked up
That's
and
a
then
Pooh Bear
dropped.
thing. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
Okay.
he laughed
Maybe
like
that is a
one.
mystery to be solved in a
Did
future
the sun
installment.
turn into a baby's face at any point?
No.
I don't know why I wrote that down.
it did when I.
You were
took
having
Salvia
heat
one
stroke
time.
when we left, so possible.
Yeah, the air conditioning was off. So.
Lady Imago, thank you so much for the 500 bits.
Ah,
That's
yes,
a wrap.
thank you
Hey,
very much.
1v1. Oh
And
shit!
stay peaceful
Stay
89.
peaceful
Thank
89.
you
We've got
so much.
3
Yeah, these are
people
coming in.
entered
Yeah.
into
It's just
winning
good
this.
advice. Stay peaceful. 89.
Absolutely 89. Yeah.
There's a chance.
Okay, so
I'll show you
that concludes our little recap of all the goings on for Ironkeep Chronicles. Here we are now, coming back after the break. Ladies, would you care to give us our theme song?
Oh yeah.
Were you doing that without the thing? Okay.
Yeah, because I forgot my ukulele, but we don't have to break the tradition.
Modern Chow. Thank you.
Thanks, Modern Chat.
Thanks, Modern.
Nice.
Oh,
Is
Is
it
it this song? Is it this song? Is this the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a demon. It's a demon.
It's a demon.
It's
It's a demon. It's a demon.
Yes, it's this one.
Where?
I think it's that Mamma Mia song.
Oh my god.
We did practice that a cappella.
We really did. And, where the fuck?
Yeah, I don't have
it's
it
coming.
either.
It's coming. No, it's not. Where'd it go? How did it die?
Oh no.
Maybe I remember it.
I have the lyrics.
Okay.
Do you want me to come sit on your lap?
Yeah. Why did I? Yeah.
Or you can just take my seat.
No.
Start singing. I bet I
If
know
I take
it.
your seat, I'll never give it back.
Wait. Let's see if I do. Start
Okay.
singing, and I'll join in.
Okay. For one reason or another, I left my father and mother and everything I've known. Oh, they say they're always with me. I know it's true. I do believe. And they say to go. Oh, go forth to where the forest is deep, and look for the one who's looking for me. I accept this quest. I will do my best on the journey to Ironkeep. On my journey to Ironkeep. Ching, ching, ching.
Oh wait. Oh,
That was good. That was good. Loved it. Fantastic.
oh, there was 3 shit.
Third one, like one.
Oh yeah, I know the third one. On my
Journey to Ironkeep.
Ching, ching, ching. Yeah, you're right.
Because I remember, like,
We're there.
the first episode, you were specifically like, it's 3 Ironkeeps. There's
I
3.
don't know where my goddamn piece of shit.
You probably gave it to me at some point because now I have this demon song forever.
Well, I don't think I'll ever need it.
I don't know. It's pretty popular.
I sing it all the time.
You really do. He sings it on his stream.
You do?
I feel like you sang it today, Eric.
I did. Because one of the factions in Spider-Man is the demons.
They're a demon. They're a
How's that
demon.
been?
It's been great.
I have not.
Guys, Tom's in chat.
What?
Oh god.
That doofus who loves Iron Man.
Tom, we're level 8!
I'm just catapulting everybody to high tier 2. And
We all have Black Razor now.
Yeah.
We stole this from your house and we're giving it away to chat.
Okay. So you
That's like
are
plausible.
on a card.
There's a lot of loose
Yeah.
D&D shit over there.
Yeah, it's
Good to know.
not very well secured.
He wouldn't miss it until we said
Oh
so.
wow! All right. Let's see. You are on the back of a cart with a sea captain named Haverick, and he's been muttering to himself about how he's got a meeting to go to. He's heading over to return this gold to return this treasure that he's found to some individuals that he owes money to, and he's kind of looking back at you as you're by the cart, looking back at that mage hand with the minotaur heart that's beating, kind of giving it a shifty eye,
And
like
Strumthum's on the back just kicking her little feet. Just
her little kangaroo feet, just delighted as ever, wind ruffling through your feathers. And he's giving you kind of like the shifty eyes, like this isn't really something that I necessarily want to be part of. And he turns
Heard
to
that
you.
attitude.
Well, we shall see. He turns to you and he
Tom
says,
would roll. He would roll a d4.
"Oh, all right."
It's 2d6 for butts.
It is 2D. Can you roll 2d6 to see how his butt is?
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
You mean Haverick's butt?
Yeah.
I bet it's nice.
You know what? One butt is fantastic. The other one's a little saggy.
How many butts does he have?
One
He's got two. One cheek is like
Cheeks.
immaculate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see the cheeks.
I mean, because
Deflated?
I roll,
He lost-
the roll. The
He
dice
lost a
don't
butt
lie.
cheek in the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was an adventurer once until he took an arrow to the butt cheek. Anyways, so TMI for NPCs. You know what? That was great. Take a point of inspiration for deflating butt cheeks.
What?
Let's see. And he turns and he says, he turns to you and he says, "Listen, I've got business that I need to conduct. All right, I don't necessarily want you all as part of it. Where can I drop you off? In the woods."
Well, oh, Haverick. So, remember when I told you that we needed Dig the Bird, Boys, and Modern Child? Did we get all these people?
Yeah,
we did.
my
Okay.
job, not the team.
You were not very grateful for our help on your ship earlier, remember?
We did lose him all that money.
We didn't.
Yeah, you kind of did.
No, it wasn't our fault.
Well, you didn't get me the money back.
We
Now
saved
I
you
owe
from
all of this from now on.
Yes,
I owe
but
all this money.
I believe my good friend Lowstorm said if you deserved it, things would work out. But clearly you lost that because you didn't deserve it. Because
Yes,
you weren't good enough.
And we had a really big talk, you wouldn't know this, but we had a really big talk about gratitude and how you didn't rightly give it to us when we defended you against the monsters. Us, worthy people, you, clearly unworthy.
Wow, okay, that stirs him. He does curb the attitude after that talking to. He says, "Well, I guess I should be." Oh, food stamp
Thanks,
hustler
Sam.
for the resub. Thank you very much. He kind of draws his eyes away from you for a little bit, and then he steals his resolve and he says, "All right, well, listen, I guess I do owe you that debt of gratitude, but listen, I don't want there to be any trouble in my transaction, shall we say. If I get this wrong, my life's on the line."
Was this that other pirate you owed all that money to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I
You
guess that
don't
was
want
kind
to
of...
mess with them either. They've got their hands or their hooks pretty far across here.
Well,
Oh, we're going to deal with, right? That forest lad that you were...
yes. Though I do admit the last time he did knock down that entire... Well, you know,
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
He's not very.
It was quite strange him showing up. I don't know how.
Yes, how did he show up? Dude just showed up with some owls and a big old tree.
It was probably because I kept whispering to them at night.
Classic you.
When you say that, you all kind of get a chuckle at this. When you say that, his eyes kind of grow wide, and he says, "So hold on, that big tree thing that was ripping the compound apart. You bought that there?"
Well, I thought that we were just bringing owls. I didn't know that they had friends.
He pulls the reins on the cart. The cart stops. He says, like as diplomatic as he can, "My friends, friends, yes."
Friends?
Would it be possible for you? Okay, now I hear you mention this druid. Now I know that there's the great druid of the woods. He kind of kicks around on the opposite side of the ironwood here. Now, unfortunately, that's Green Treader territory.
Oh, that's a tribe we haven't heard of yet.
He says, well, there are a bunch of wood elves. Colony of wood elves that live out in the woods, and
we did make note on them. They were I remember them being incredibly xenophobic,
to say the least.
Two
As a Giants 49ers!
Is it Green
Fine.
Shredder?
He says, oh no, Green Shredder. Are they Green Shredders?
They,
What are you
they tread lightly, but they tread across. Tread like.
Well, they step greenly.
If
Maybe
they,
they're into the environment or something.
Another word for walk is tread.
I believe they're trying to say treaders.
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 Ones who trade.
Traders?
Not traders. No,
Trade.
not like they're gonna trade with you. More like.
No, traitors.
No, not also like they're not gonna betray you. More just like they're gonna walk over something.
Let's see. By the way, Food Stamp
Oh,
Hustler sends the reroll to
steppers.
Havana. This
Yes.
is for you.
Yeah, food stamp hustler.
And he
Banana,
says,
thank you.
ooh, thank you for the reset. He says, yeah, the Green Treaders. In any case, I mean, I've only heard rumors. What they're like, I don't really know. I try to stay away from that part of the woods as best I can. But if you want to see the druids, you're gonna have to go through their territory, and I definitely don't want a part of that.
Well, you have your pirate meeting, so I
Is it on the way?
What was that?
Is it on the way?
He says, no. He kind of points deeper into the woods, away from the trading path that he's taking right now. That he seems to be, pulling the cart down. And he said, in the deepest, darkest parts of Ironwood, nobody goes in there.
Well, he's not the great druid of the wood. That great druid is gone for now. He's left.
Been missing for 3 winters now.
This is
Actually,
one
I
other druid
believe
of the
somebody
wood.
said he was
Alright.
dead.
He might be dead. He very easily could be.
Well, he's certainly
From
poisoned.
what we know,
He's been fucked up a bit.
missing for 3 winters, presumed dead. I think
Presumed
was
dead.
the.
Or at least hiding. But anyway, this is one guy who does...
Oh no, but remember when Talfi got the really scary face?
Yep.
And eyes went all glassy, and then Talfi said the Grand Druid is dead.
SF Giants
well,
49er, thanks for the reset.
That,
Is it Giants
I guess that does solidify it.
Oh, right, well...
I mean, pretty like
yeah, but...
Yeah, no, that's pretty.
haunting.
Yeah.
And Talfi is a
Specific.
sage.
Yeah, they are. Oh,
If anybody
so
knows.
probably so
Yeah.
the grand druid.
Well, they aren't Talfi
But
anymore,
you said
though.
great druid, and I bet this
This is
druid's
before
pretty
that.
great. You think Joe is pretty great? He knows.
I mean,
well,
he summoned quite a
big
large
old
tree, and
yeah,
He likes birds.
I suppose.
I mean,
and he
Birds
knows,
like him.
He apparently knows where the sky's gonna fall.
Yeah.
Ugh, sky's falling. Okay, all right. Listen, I'm sure you got other things that you need to do. I think this is where we're gonna be parting ways.
Oh.
Wait.
And if I'm lucky,
How many hours away from the camp are we?
from the camp, not much more than like an hour. You want to head back to the camp? See what kind of.
Heck no.
Oh.
I just don't want him to be like leaving us like 5 minutes outside.
Yeah, no.
He took us
You've,
farther from where we needed to be.
You've traveled
Did he-
some distance.
Did he bring us at least? Well, I guess it doesn't even
Well,
matter.
In
So-
other words, the path that he seems to be going through is like it hasn't taken you too far out of the way. It's sort of like in an opposite
he
direction.
heading westwards towards the coast?
Yes.
Okay, so we're heading in the right direction technically because
Okay.
we want to pass by the most southern end of the mountain range, which I think Hoot Now's a part of.
Yeah.
My gosh, your memory. I also
Is that player knowledge or character knowledge?
It's both.
It's
I've navigated the forest, not this forest, but forests are my natural terrain, and I have a relatively okay amount of direction for what I'm doing.
And where's the spider hunt? Are we ever gonna go there?
We did pass over the spider hunt. I brought it up that we would probably want to do that for, your fairy issues.
He says, well, you seem to know where you're going. Listen, all right, if
Do you
I'm
need
headed
any
that
help?
way...
Should we come with you?
He says, oh, that's all right. I'd rather there not be any, unpredictable elements, shall we say?
Oh, that's definitely us.
Now, Havrick, you know how to get a hold of us if you ever need us again, right?
Sure.
Okay, good.
He says, listen.
Good, because I have no idea.
If you're heading west, I can take you a little further along the path, if you like. At least maybe another hour or two before I have to veer away.
Oh, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
See, take a bit of inspiration for that whole shtick about knowing how to get them.
Yes.
Let's see, Havana, Joanna Banana sends another reroll to you. Tom sends me a reroll. Do you have any of the No, okay, I will just take that reroll then. And SF Giants 49er sends a reroll to you.
Woohoo! Thank you, SF Giants 49er!
So yeah, do you have any other questions or anything for Haverick as he whoosh, whips the reins the horses forward again?
Wait, is SF Giants 49er? He's the German one, right? Is he German? Ich spiele gut. That means I play good. In German.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty. Yeah, I think it was SF, which always threw me off because I was like, why?
Yeah, Giants.
The Giants fan in Germany.
That's cool. That's totally cool.
He just likes San Fran.
Hell yeah.
It's a great place.
Oh yeah. That's like
awesome.
D&D. And us.
And saving throw.
I do inundate him with questions about pirates
Okay.
for the next hour.
Okay, sure. He will for the next hour. He
will endure it.
I will take
endures
notes
it.
the whole time.
Yeah, and it's easy to take notes because most of his answers are like, I don't know, or I'd rather not say. Or yeah, if I answer that, it's gonna cost me a lot more than more than.
Do
my
they all have
sanity.
hooks? Do they have hooks everywhere?
Why do they
How many
have
hooks do they
hooks?
normally
Oh
have?
yeah,
Where
what's
are
his
the
name?
hooks
What's his name? And why does he want a big old chest? What'd you do to piss him off that you have to pay him?
Oh,
What's your
man.
favorite kind of chest?
What's in the chest?
He kind of endures the answers.
While that's going on, can I spend that hour healing, bandaging myself from the
Sure.
beating I took last
Yeah,
night?
absolutely.
The largest beating.
Didn't we help you though?
If you have taken any kind of hits or anything like that, you get to take a short rest at this point. So you get to roll hit dice and restore any abilities that require a short rest. Let's see. You see this sort of look on his face, like, yes, I'm gonna answer your questions to the most I can. But you see there's this sort of look in his eyes, like, okay, all right, it's about half an hour, about 45 minutes.
Yeah, you're calm. Sorry. Each roll gets a con.
Yeah, make sure you add your Constitution modifier to every roll.
Kyle,
What?
do I get any inspiration back during a short rest?
Yeah, your bardic inspiration.
I get all of it back in a short
that
rest?
recharges
Okay.
on short rest.
But not my spells.
No,
Nope.
spells
Right,
is
yeah,
long.
no, that's cool.
Thank you.
Not unless you're extra magic.
Girl!
Oh, I want my spell. Oh no, I only used one level 2. Why did I only use one level 2? Oh, because I was dropping my ass. I turned into a thing. What did I turn into?
Is this the Teletubby thing? Did
Yeah,
you
I
turn
used
into a Teletubby?
I use my ensnaring strike.
I definitely turned into something and
The fairies came by and picked you up because you begged them to.
And then they just dropped you.
It was like a mixed result roll, and they did carry you somewhere, but then they dropped you down a chimney.
And then you turn into a spider.
Oh yeah, I turned into a spider to unlock the drawer.
Oh, yeah.
To get the.
And you're like,
Little
I'm gonna turn
balls.
into a spider and then lockpick.
Which I think,
That's
realistically, which I know this is a very realistic game,
Sure,
I don't think a spider has that strength per capita of body mass like an ant does.
Take it
Can't
back.
it just crawl through the keyhole?
Yeah, but
She wasn't trying to escape. She was trying to get the thing in.
I needed to eventually get it.
There was crystals in there. That's why you didn't cast spells. You were throwing frozen crystals.
That made ice.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the ice machine crystals.
I wrote a note on here that said Low Storm as Elsa.
There we are.
Elsa and
Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be.
I love it.
Legally, we can't.
Is it because you don't like it or because
Point
you...
of inspiration for that is this like a what is? Oh, that's a Game of Thrones. I thought
Thank
that was like
you
a.
so
No, I
much.
think that's Dakota Fanning from Twilight.
It is.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna say it was like a dark.
Thank you for trying to
dark
make it
Elsa
better
or
for
something.
me,
Yeah,
though.
sorry, you know.
Dark Elsa.
I know. Yeah, look
She's
at that
kind of
thing.
dark. She's a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose is she?
I mean, I think they don't
She
show
could
it,
be a
but
murderer.
it's implied. She almost kills Anna.
Twice.
Twice!
Let's see.
She's a problem.
I think she kills that guy. Doesn't she kill that guy at the end?
Maybe.
Spoiler alert. Why haven't you seen Frozen? Get out of here.
That's the next game, right?
I'm not going to say it.
Wow. All right.
I know,
You guessed
you're
the
right.
answer
I
to that
vote
one.
Tangled. That's mine.
So anyway.
Tangled is my one
A
single
Disney,
feel-good
okay,
movie.
Yeah, anybody
of all
want a
time.
Disney
Yeah.
Princess 5th edition game?
I have
That's
a dream. I have a dream.
Oh, okay.
Actually, they just walked in with a cease and desist.
Okay. Oh.
Hey guys, come on.
Disney. If this was Tangled, we would just sing to them until their outer, like, hard exteriors melted into the soft, fuzzy bits
No
that
need
are
to draw
inside.
guns, guys. Come on.
Michael Eisner, you don't even work at Disney anymore.
You got
That's
a
why he's got
friend.
the time to go issuing ceases and desists.
Walt, I thought you were dead. This is really scary.
He's back.
So, let's see. Haverick, eventually the path starts to wind away from the woods, off in the direction that that would lead you away from the druid. Do you have any last things to say or any parting words for this sea captain that is hoping desperately that he doesn't run into you guys again?
Yes, well, if like
We'll be
Golden
seeing you.
said-
Yeah, they literally like, well, I hope to see you again soon. We'll charter your boat back to Igasto.
And
Sweet man.
as Joven said, you know how to get in touch with us, as you said you did. So
Yep.
if you do, just do the thing that makes you get in touch with us.
All right, fantastic.
And you know what? We'll be happy to help this time. Repay a favor. Hopefully, the pirates accept your debt.
Wow.
Yeah, good
okay,
luck
all
with
right.
the pirate business.
Okay, he actually kind of takes that in stride. You see him loosen up a little bit and heave a big sigh and say, "Oh, appreciate
But
it."
if they kill you, then it's just nature's way.
I'll get in touch if it comes to that."
I'm gonna give him one of my 4 portions of my root cake.
Ooh,
So,
okay.
I said, well, you eat this before your meeting, just in case they, try and set you on fire or something. And it will give him an hour of fire resistance.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's very nice of you. Strum's gonna walk after everybody's finished. Everybody's finished, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Strum's gonna walk up and look up at him and go, "Nobody makes it out alive in the end." And then looks over at Alton.
Wow, okay.
That's something. That's like the first
I love
thing.
it when she says stuff like that.
Well, that was the first thing that Alton says to her.
Yeah, all the party nihilists.
Awesome.
I did-
That is awesome.
I did say once, it's like, if I die, I'm sorry, and then jump through that portal.
All right. And with those words, he, reins the horses forward again. He draws the reins to stop the horse, and he kind of turns to you all, gives you one more look, and he says, "Farewell," lingering on you after what you told him. And then he turns around, and the cart clip-clops down the path past the tree line. And you are left again
We
to your own
should have stole a
devices.
horse.
Are we retconning that?
No, but I could turn into a horse.
It's picking it up
I
out of the thing,
That's right, Amy.
clipping the reins.
I'll turn into a horse.
All right, you are actually just off the road at the edge of the Ironwood. It stretches to the north ahead of you, and so where are you? Which is north?
So, this is Tower of the Heavens.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So this is
Yeah.
east.
Okay. All right.
South.
Right. Okay. So you're
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
So were you following this this sort
is
of
what
path
has
down
the
here in the
mountains.
south?
We were kind of following the river.
Okay, all right.
I don't know where we got off somewhere around here.
Sure, yeah, I'd say so. And so, yeah, the mountains kind of just loom in front of you, the woods pushing further north ahead of you. It is quiet in the woods right now. The only thing that you can hear besides your own, footsteps and your own breath are the chirping of the birds, the rustles of squirrels kind of crossing through trees, the buzz of bugs here and there. If you would like to take a long rest, this is actually probably a pretty good time to do it as well.
Yeah, let's
or
do it.
or would you rather, you do notice that the sun is beginning to set over the mountains. And so it will be dark soon. Do you want to try to push through the woods a little more, or would you like to...
Do we want to make Jay witness bedtime?
I mean,
Is that what we want?
Not to brag, but they're really good at
I
it.
don't know whether to be...
Alton wrapped a few bandages around himself and had a cigarette, so he's good to go. But if you guys want to...
I have spell slots and I have all my bardic inspiration back, so I'm not doing too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, my hit points are pretty
All
good.
my shit recharges on a short rest.
I didn't take any damage
Yeah,
somehow, so.
my spell slots. I have only a few spell slots, but I have gnomes have dark vision. Do they not?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
they
good
do.
to go at night. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so you're going to start tromping into the woods, hoping to make more distance before the night falls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would like
Okay.
to keep an eye out for anything that might be good for like making camp, like high ground or an outcropping.
Oh, sure,
something,
okay.
and anything like that we might be able to use if,
Ooh,
you know.
like a cave with a bear in it that we could
Yeah,
use. Beanbag.
yeah.
Just split the
Yeah,
bear
if
open
there's
and-
a cave with like just scattered
Reverse strikes
bones
back.
in front of it, I definitely
Or not,
Yeah.
I suppose. Okay. So, moving on.
What'd you say to Havana?
I said split the bear open, use it as a sleeping bag, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah.
Thought that smelled bad.
Why is everybody okay with that? It wasn't cool when it happened in Star Wars, it's not cool now.
All right.
He's trying to save Luke's life.
He saved...
It doesn't make it not gross.
It was dead already.
He
It
almost
was,
threw
yeah.
up.
But he didn't, and that's what matters.
He
Well, I'm gonna
Often.
fail my con save, and so are all of you, so.
That's
Oh,
true.
me!
Okay, you
That's
push through the woods. And as you push, as you get further and further into the woods, the trees start to grow tighter and tighter around you. And traveling becomes difficult and slow. Nothing that you can't quite handle. But at the same time, after maybe about a couple of hours of traveling, the sun is low enough over the mountains and is not necessarily making it all the way through the canopy, that it's getting a little too dark for easy traveling.
Would this like for forest difficult terrain doesn't slow the
Oh, sure,
travel?
right. It's your favorite terrain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you're able to guide everybody through. You make good time. You make good progress. Did you want to?
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Did you want to take camp for the night, or do you want to just again push through and try to make it further north towards the mountain?
How's everybody feeling?
Well, I like bedtime. It's my favorite
We're
time
really
of
good at
day.
that
Yeah.
time.
Have we come across anything that is?
Make me maybe a wisdom survival check, please.
Ooh, I'm not bad at those. Is this? Let's see. Do I get advantage on those in my?
You could have used your.
Yeah, wisdom
inspo.
checks related to my favorite terrain.
Okay.
Oh, heck yeah. Win.
Ooh.
So that would be
wow.
a 25.
First roll of the session,
Yay,
everybody. Yeah.
20.
Okay.
Find a cabin.
You.
Fully furnished.
It's not so much a cabin; it's
And
a
there's
mansion.
a mom inside, and she wants to take care of us.
She has freshly baked cookies.
Mac and cheese.
So no, you don't. Yeah, I mean, you are able to take stock of the land. You don't find an outcropping or a hillside, but what you do find is thick copse of trees with roots that kind of extend up out of the ground, and you find a little bit of a burrow.
Oh, some
Okay.
hobbit
You can-
shit.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. There you go. Yeah.
Alright, I'll
Is
spend,
there a badger in there?
I'll spend a little bit of time.
I do speak fluent
like-
Badger.
Getting some branches to help.
They
with
see
the-
you,
Oh,
they're like,
sure.
you're the one
Okay,
who killed
absolutely.
my cousin.
You're able to do that easily enough.
Pulls out a knife.
You set camp for the night. Wow.
He's a
all right.
werebadger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Perfect. What are you doing with that? No, it's not a badger.
What is it? Every time there's a full moon, or every time you just see a hole in the ground?
I didn't realize there could be triggers like that.
All right.
Well, you know little of lycanthropy.
You manage
Now
to...
you and Eric both have to go to the bathroom. I'm sick of both of you.
Whew,
Stay in
okay. No, you're able to, find that you're able to, let's see. Low Storm, you're able to, gather up twigs and leaves and other branches and kind of reinforce the area around you. Make it a little more pleasant for withstanding the elements. Give yourself a little more of a hidey spot. And so, okay, tell me about bedtime.
Oh, it
Sounds like it's very much a thing.
I mean, it's just a few times where we just expend all of our spells because we're gonna get them.
Oh, sure. All of a sudden, there's a cornucopia of magical effects in the woods.
Yeah.
Any wild shapes multiple times if you can.
We ride her around.
Where did it go? I had like a whole list.
They
of
all
things
do
I
that,
could
and then
do.
Alton pretends not to care.
Is anything broken? Any like basic items broken? I could fix those. I've got mending.
I am gonna start cooking.
Oh, that heart.
Ooh,
Maybe the
okay.
Minotaur heart.
Yeah, the Minotaur heart. What did you want to do with that Minotaur heart?
I
I mean,
mean,
the hand was
dragging that around all day.
Yeah, are you gonna keep
How
the
big is
hand
it?
up, or
It's a little dusty.
Is it as big as my
Big,
head?
big, yeah.
Oh, I found
I mean, it is a
everything.
Minotaur heart, so yeah.
I've just somehow fashioned it to my belt.
Just hanging there and makes squishing noises
I don't
every
know.
once in a while as it walks.
It's like a big victory for her.
Yeah.
Like she's never ripped anyone's heart
You know,
out.
it's-
Like
It's your first night in the woods. You use it as a pillow. Like,
I mean,
Rest
Lowstorm is
your head.
really not in tune with a lot of like social norms. So
Yeah.
she might use a Minotaur heart as a pillow.
Sure.
Distinct possibility.
Honestly, it's
Me?
it's still quite fresh. If you want, I could slice a few pieces off. We could sear it or.
Should we eat it?
I'm gonna turn into a giant goat.
Okay. All right.
Like go to stew section,
Sure,
please.
I feel
Wait, is
like,
this the same section goat as before?
Oh, yeah.
I think we
Sexy
should
goat.
do. I mean, this is a heart that was ripped from a blood demon, although it is a Minotaur heart. So please, fully cook it, okay? Don't just half cook it, don't saute it.
I butt into you.
I'm gonna try and dodge.
Is this a strength versus dex?
I'm just playing. I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
Yeah. No. We're not gonna make a check for that particular one, but you kind of feel a little.
Tom always
thump
makes
on
us.
Okay.
Right
So you
in
cook
right
the
in the
heart?
butt.
In the-
Yeah.
softest part,
Yeah,
see,
maybe we
reduce
shouldn't
the
cook
damage.
it though, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
Well,
about the
I used my incinerate strike last time, but I still have 2 left. So I am gonna do 2 things, which is I will pop a few mushrooms from my bag to detect magic. And also I'll use primal awareness to look for essentially fiends.
Okay, so we'll see if there's any
just
demon
to kind of
essence
examine the
left in
heart first before I start. I'm literally sharpening the knife.
Sure,
and
just
then
to
now
make
I'm
sure.
just examining the heart to make sure it's not
Okay.
exuding black essence. Yeah.
Okay. Your primeval awareness. It's a mile. radius?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You don't detect anything in there.
Nothing happened. You're just freaking her
Evander,
out.
calm
You can't say
It's a demon. It's a demon.
He said, he goes, your primal awareness, it's a mile. That implies, okay, the heart doesn't have a demon in it, but there is
There's
a
something
demon!
else. No. Now.
At the edge of the camp, like
It's
there are
actually
eyes.
actually if we want to get technical, in my natural terrain, it's 6 miles.
Okay. You don't.
What the
detect,
fuck?
You don't detect any fiendish presences in 6 miles. Not even the heart registers as a fiendish presence.
What about pirates?
What about dead
presence?
ends?
No,
Oh, you detect dead.
yeah, I rolled to detect that. You don't need a roll to detect that ass.
It's very prominent.
As a
Yeah.
goat,
You've taken your pants off.
As you're stretching, and
Yeah.
his cheeks are right there.
He's like perpetually
yeah.
Captain Morgan posing.
There you go.
That's eye level for
That's
me.
not the best.
But the
post for a
opposite
book.
way,
Yeah.
right? So
But always away from you.
Yeah.
Just staring out, smoking a cigarette.
I credit card the ass with my goat.
okay, take a point of inspiration.
You credit
That's
card
canon
the
now.
ass?
With my goat horn, yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
I flick a
Do you
cigarette
know
at
that credit cards now are a chip insert, Amy?
Oh, there
Do you
you
put
go.
your horn in his ass? You perv.
I climb up.
Flat
I climb
horns.
up on one of the big high roots that we're staying under, and since I'm a goat, it's hard for me to come down. So I'm just.
Sure, you make your way up. You're just waiting for somebody to catch
It's
you.
not hard. Goats can't come down.
Goats
Have a
can
hard
climb
time.
very well.
They have a hard time climbing down.
Since
Like-
Especially it's a root, so you don't have room
They-
to turn.
they
You kind
can-
of have to like back down.
Yeah, they can go. They can climb up things, but it's hard for them
Right.
to walk down.
I've seen so many videos where Attenborough has told me how they climb down mountains
They
so well.
that's how I learned how to
I
hike.
thought- I
Just
thought
watching
I
goat
did.
videos.
But climbing
Learn
down
something
is
every day.
hard, or it's not what their it's not their preference. They would rather not climb down.
Okay.
I think.
I think you
Fair.
just like
Or maybe it's sheep.
Made
Maybe it's
rules.
sheep.
Maybe it's just the goat that you
No,
want.
I swear to God, farmers
this
have
is
to
a
like
low storm
take
thing.
like lead.
Yeah,
It's either
it's a
goats or
Goliath
sheep.
thing.
No, I swear to God.
Oh, I think it is Goliath.
It's a Goliath thing.
And also they can't look up.
So,
Or
they have
use
no
stairs.
necks. So, yeah. Let's see. So the heart actually doesn't register as anything fiendish or demonic. In fact, I mean, if it was odd once, that's gone now. Now, okay, tell me about this mushroom and that detect magic. Is it like casting detect magic?
Yeah, the mushrooms are just like my material
Flavor text.
component for that. That's my flavor text.
Sure, yeah.
I have a bag of mushrooms that I use to like cook and everything, and I eat them sometimes. And
Sure.
I offered them to Talfi the Prophet when they were like really interested in like the magic portions of my mushrooms.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
All right, I dig it. That's awesome. Because you know you don't detect magic in the heart itself, but as you kind of focus on that heart, there's this sort of odd glow that catches your eye. And at first you think maybe it's a trick of the light, but then you realize that there's a tree off in the distance that has a little gash that's glowing.
It is, but not the tree that we're hiding under.
Not the one that you're hiding, just off in the distance. Detect magic is a range of, what is that one, 60 feet? Or
Yeah, I think
100
30 feet or
30
something
feet?
like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, just sort of at the very edge of that, you see that this tree sort of has this little mark.
Yeah. Like still
How
sharpening.
big? How big?
From what you can see, it's a gash that's maybe about that big. Or
Yes.
like a line that's maybe about
Still kind of sharpening my knife with like my
Shirtless apron.
my shirtless apron.
You guys are so sexy. You just can't stop.
Seriously.
I wander over the tree and I kind of
Peacock.
like try and
Are you gonna let anyone
Sure,
know
yeah,
you see
are you-
that?
Because
no,
all of a
I
sudden-
just like
I am standing right there.
Yeah.
Do you just walk off?
you just see me like walk off.
I feel like Strum is used to it though, like standing in a group of like talking to someone and then walking off. So she's like, oh,
Hey, I'll just wait
People
here
do.
then. Should I continue cutting this or?
Oh no, I'll get to it. This tree though, my God,
Okay.
what's going on?
I
here?
guess I'll
Lord.
follow him over.
Okay, you're like...
But like pretty
Do you
far
see
behind,
what
like
I
I
you
see?
think
see.
this is part of the cooking process.
If you're
Cook-off.
like bending over and looking, I'm like trying to like mimic you.
Do you see this? Do you see what I see? And I'm like trying to give her some.
Do I see it?
No, you do not.
Do you want some
Unless you have
mushroom?
the means of like detecting magic yourself, you don't.
Oh, I don't have that.
Off in the distance, a goat stuck on top of a root
Bleep.
calls out like, "What's going on?"
Also glowing.
What's going on?
you got yourself up there. You can get yourself down.
I
Legit, my mom has said that to me so many times.
somehow, and you don't know how this works, but I puff out your cigarette.
Father Alton.
Oh, this is your one, right? So sorry.
You can have
It's over
it.
here.
Are you
No, that's
sure?
okay. I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you. Getting close to the tree, drawing nearer to the tree.
I
Yes.
can't see anything.
So can I make a like a nature check on that or an Arcana check?
Make me an intelligence arcana check.
Okay, so does it say when I make a intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain? Would this be?
Yeah, it's still your favorite trait, so you get that with advantage.
if we're also gonna take a long rest, I can boost your roll.
What?
Oh my lord!
Is it a 20?
Damn, I
Yeah,
crit
another
again.
two
yay.
natural
A
20s in
a
a row.
19 and a 20.
Wow, with advantage, mind you,
I'm-
but still.
Yeah,
that's
always.
impressive. Good lord.
I wish these dice rolled like this when I was
No, it's like
trying to kill my player.
They literally never.
Wow. All right. So taking a look at
Maybe he's
this.
mad at you. How dare you?
It appears. I mean, from a distance, it looked like somebody just kind of taken a blade to a tree. When you get closer to it, you realize that it's actually a fine line of runes that have been etched into this tree. They have a faint aura of abjuration magic.
And is the alphabet that the language uses anything that I recognize? Even if I can't read it.
What languages do you have?
I have Common, Giant, and Gnomish.
You know, I'm going to say that with that Arcana roll, you do actually identify it as a very, very old dialect of Elvish.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't I recognize it's like some sort of Elvish script. I
Yeah,
just can't
exactly.
read
You
it.
can't quite read it. You can't quite make it out. I mean, it doesn't look like these were carved freshly. It doesn't look like these are new carvings on the tree. You know, some parts of the bark have kind of grown up over some of them, but the magic is still there. And as you approach that one, you see that another tree, just at the border of your detect magic, there's another similar gash.
So if I kind of walk along the tree line from there, do they seem like it's a generally spaced out?
Yeah, exactly. They sort of continue throughout, and they don't just form one path. They kind of spread out in multiple directions around you.
Oh, okay. I say, oh. Wow, Elvish. Who do I know that speaks Elvish? Do I know anyone that speaks Elvish? Hey, Lowstorm! Do you speak Elvish?
Lowstorm's a goat now. What I speak I speak
back.
Elvish, yes. What?
Oh, Alton, you speak Elvish?
I speak several languages.
Oh, well, of course, yeah.
What do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Dwarvish, Orcish, and Draconic.
Wow.
Why?
Because
he's got biddies in every area.
Because I am a fancy lad with fancy training.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
You speak all those languages, but the only word you know in most of those languages is buttocks.
Buttocks or where can I get a drink?
Or how you doing?
Yeah.
Look, I gotta go.
Listen, this has been
nice.
fun.
I like my butts like I like my coffee with designs poured into them.
Yeah, and spoons.
Quickly and disposable.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to remember that one. Okay,
Bunch
so
of
are you
monsters.
heading over to where Badger
Sure.
is? And okay, you know joining your friends out in the forest. You're just waiting for somebody.
I looked up some goat stuff. Here's the thing.
I made all that stuff up.
We're kind of both right. They can't go straight down something. They would opt,
Nothing can.
They would opt to go
Spider-Man.
sort of.
They can't Spider-Man it, but
I thought you meant
Okay.
here's the thing about ghosts. They can't climb down a 90-degree angle. They just can't.
It's not possible. It's physically impossible for ghosts.
I learned a lot
For
about
some goats.
I learned a lot about hooves. They reference just about any kind of hoof you could possibly imagine. And
Well, what kind of hooves does your goat have?
not the
Hoofed
climb me
them.
downy kind.
Right.
So I'm stuck up there, and I'm just stuck up there.
Yeah, watching them out in the woods, wondering why they're not cooking the meal. But you push forward.
you stay up there and think about
Alton.
this.
Yeah, I draw into the ground, under the dirt on the ground with the runes.
You sort of okay.
Is it
all
the
right.
same on each tree?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they
yeah,
are,
so
they are.
I draw what they are on the ground so you can actually see what I'm seeing.
Okay, very cool. And going to see what Badger has drawn onto the ground. You do recognize the script as Elvish script, but again, it's a really old dialect of Elvish that is very infrequently used.
Yeah.
You do recognize some characters, but some are just magical glyphs that are specifically for casting spells. You do see what you believe is a series of glyphs that would translate to Green Treader. And you see a series of glyphs that translate to what might be ward or alarm. You're not quite sure what the nuances in the script are.
It's interesting. It's some sort of, I don't know, if it's either warning us about them or warning them that someone's approaching their territory. It's not uncommon, I imagine. Elvish is a very interesting language. There are 6 different ways to write sword, and you can tell how good someone is at sword based on which one they choose.
I'm sitting there and I'm smiling and I'm
It's
nodding.
actually a secret 7th that only the master sword is.
Giving away all of these Elvish trade secrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Which
what would
one
you
do I
like to
pick to
do?
be good at sword? Tell me.
Well, that's great. So what does it say?
It's. I mean,
Good for you.
A lot of it has to do with casting spells. It says green treader and sort of warning. So I think what it is probably some sort of glyph to warn them about someone approaching. So,
Oh, so they know we're here.
probably,
Oh,
yes.
Should we?
And I'm sure that their extreme xenophobia will not be an issue at all.
Really?
Motley group such as yours.
He was being facetious that time.
Facetious.
I love fishes.
I love fishes.
Oh, me too.
It's on the menu.
Seafood. Ugh, just amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
sorry you didn't get more fish out of that fish soup.
Yeah, I know. I made the best fish soup. I was so proud of it. And,
you really did.
and then that frickin' blood demon knocked the
Listen,
pot over.
this
Worst
is
part of my day.
This is why I broke up with Lurg, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because he would always do this stuff.
You said
So you
drama queen.
Drama queen,
Yeah.
yes.
So you constantly made soup and you just knock it over?
I mean, in a manner of speaking, yes.
Okay.
Wow. The metaphor sinks in. And you
I'm
realize
thinking,
that he has told you volumes about his relationship with
Aww. Every time I made something for myself, he just squashed it.
I will refer to him now only as soup knocker.
Shimmickson! Thanks for the resub!
Thanks for the resub.
Thanks, Shimmickson!
Yeah.
Don't forget, $5 or 500 bits will get you a raffle ticket to enter this amazing Cloud Giants bargain.
It's a really fun adventure.
Very
And
good.
it's exclusive.
Exclusives.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump off my route. I die as a goat, but return to normal as
You die?
Just yourself, you lose all. How many places does a goat have?
I'll just say that I die.
He's like,
points or something like
No,
that.
it's
yeah.
it is a giant goat. It
You gotta
probably
like hook a horn to a root.
it
and,
probably
like,
shouldn't
snap your
die,
neck.
but yeah, I die.
You could just turn back and climb down
I
normal.
think I die.
And
It's
not,
got 19 hit points. Let's just say that I die as a goat.
Sure, yeah. You kind of, you
Same.
fall, hurt yourself, run back up, and
Yeah.
fall in.
Oh.
Okay,
Don't pay
Shimmickson
attention, she
sends
does this
their
for
reroll
a
to
de-
Kyle.
Kyle!
She's
Thanks,
just trying to
Shimmickson.
get us to notice, okay? If we just ignore her, she'll stop.
Yeah, you know, you're studying because you hear the song.
Acting out for attention.
Hey guys!
And eventually.
I'm sorry, I'll start dinner.
Did we decide on anything?
We believe we ran into an early warning system for the green treaders.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you know what is damn true? It is hard as a goat to climb down things.
Why are you swearing right now? Where did you learn these swears?
Her time as a goat made her surly.
Yeah, I did. I
Who's
did.
teaching you all of this language?
Alton, I'm getting experience in the world.
Okay, that's fine.
Fuck.
You see what you do? Do you see
I didn't
what you
say
do?
that. I didn't say that.
No, Alton did.
I
Alton
didn't teach
said
her
it.
that word.
Alton,
This must be you,
wash your
Alton.
mouth.
Go to the bathroom.
Watch your mouth. Wash your mouth out. Wash your mouth out with dirt. And I drew
Pardon
across
the
some
mixture.
dirt and it to his mouth.
That is so mean.
As you lift the,
That's like
the
the-
cigarette back up to your mouth.
A flower
Rinse the
emerging.
taste off.
That's like the druid equivalent of knocking someone's trapper keeper out of it.
Okay, fine. Here
If
you
you all
go.
didn't have inspiration already, we actually need more.
Poof. You got it. You have it now. Poof. Haha.
Well, I'm gonna get back to cooking this heart.
Sure, yeah, I mean, nothing seems to be, I mean, you detected these, these glyphs, but nothing seems to be, you don't seem to have attracted anyone's
Hey,
attention.
Badger,
yet.
good job. You found something out.
We're really good at nighttime.
We're really good
Oh,
at that
sure, so as soon
job.
as the sun rises, alright. Is there anything you'd like to do before passing the night?
Cook that heart, serve the heart,
Okay.
eat the heart, and pick who's gonna go on watch first.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. The heart is delicious, by the way. You managed to make a good dish out of it. It's spicier than anybody had anticipated because it's, a demon minotaur's heart.
I'm not hungry right now.
But it was
Oh, I see.
Satisfying nonetheless.
He's anorexic.
I listen to all your dumb
Oh,
stories
boy.
about swords. You can't eat my
I'm
cookies
so
just one
full.
night.
I'm so full from that. We had such a big meal, that big lunch at the lumberyard.
Oh, you mean the fish stew that got knocked over?
No, before that, we had a big lunch. I was talking to all the men. I was eating all of that food.
No, okay.
I ate all that food then, and I'm absolutely
And you didn't save
stuffed.
any room for my fish soup.
I didn't know.
Oh, Jane, you really
Or
should
the
put
heart
some
of
meat
it.
on those bones.
Mm.
I mean, your butt is nice.
yeah.
It's
How
not,
do you get all of it to go directly to the butt?
It's an elven secret. It's magic.
That's your half elf
Yeah.
portion, right? Yeah. There's no sunlight, but somehow it glints in the firelight.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on
Oh wow!
that he really does want some demon minotaur soup.
No, so are you going to take that suggestion, or did you want to try to save from it?
I'm gonna try and save for that.
Okay, what's the DC? Is it a wisdom
it's a
save?
wisdom save, and it's gonna be DC 14.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend inspiration because
Okay, sure. Wow.
this is the kind of stuff we do with our dice. Yeah, so 17.
Okay, yeah. So, how does this play out between the two of you?
Does he really need to eat?
Yeah, he does. I mean, we've got a lot ahead of us. We had a lot behind us.
It's best for him.
It's the polite thing to do. I took the time to cook it.
And then I'll pull up my oh, I forgot what it's called. A calliope? Is that what it's called?
Banjo?
It's like that little wooden block, and it's got the
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Calliope.
The little metal
Calliope?
things.
I might be
I
making
don't
it up.
remember what that's called.
I don't remember. But I pull that out and I play my little suggestion song while I look up at you.
Like, it's really good.
Okay.
I'm
Her
sure.
voice
I
kind of,
sing a song about how delicious it is.
Sure. These sound kind of like,
Wow,
hits
that-
your head and you realize what's going on.
That's a beautiful song, and it's Badger, that looks delicious. But I'm absolutely stuffed.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
hold.
go talk about
Oh,
some
okay.
swords.
I'm gonna hold person him.
Okay, the
Okay.
same question. Would
I
you
just
like to
wanna-
submit to this whole person, or would you like
No,
to
I will
save?
not.
Okay, all
I
right.
just want to say, if you know someone with an eating disorder, this is not a healthy way to help them.
Don't do this at home.
Yeah,
kids.
don't
It's
do
not.
it. I'm
It's not a
gonna
healthy
do it.
way.
Okay, spell save. It's wisdom 14. Good luck.
Jesus.
we haven't forced
What
fed
if
him
he
yet.
drowns?
No,
In
I'm held.
Okay, yeah. Mid puff on his
Yeah.
smoke.
And I take the cigarette out and I put a thing in. I do though, and it's only 6 seconds, and then he can make another roll at the end of his
Sure.
turn. So he probably saves, but there is
Here comes the experimental
Sure,
flying
and
machine.
You have to, he's got this little, he's got this little, you pull a cigarette out, he's got this little, like, pucker to his lips.
Yeah.
A little hole on it, you can kind of just sort of stick a little bit of hard on there. It's a little hard to push in because he's held.
And chew.
And then, did you want to maintain
This is
that for
so
6 seconds? Did you want to make him save?
No,
this-
let's just say that he saves the next time. I
Okay,
just
all
wanna-
right. All of a sudden, your body kind of returns to your control.
No me, no me.
I
There's
swallow
a,
it, and I
there's
go,
a spicy piece of minotaur heart.
delicious.
Yes,
But I couldn't possibly have more, but thank you.
Oh boy.
but I'm glad you tried it.
Character
Bad
development,
time.
everyone. Character development.
Really, really sad.
Okay. The
And
night,
scary. And really scary.
the night
Most
passes.
traumatizing thing that's happened this whole adventure.
Yeah.
I realized that, like, on the level, what I was doing is the same thing, but it's much more intense when you're, like, gripping someone and someone's gnashing their teeth together for you is really scary.
Did you have like a realization, like when you're so removed
I'm
with
a bad
just a magical
person.
spell?
I
yeah.
should die.
Whew, okay. All right. So yeah, the night passes without incident. The runes are, I mean, you know that they're there. But again, there doesn't seem to have been anything resulting from those runes because you fall asleep, you each take your watch. The sun rises up over up over the tree line again without any kind of incident.
But
But
it's a demon! It's a demon! It's a demon!
It's a demon.
the heart starts to kind of anyway.
Like little alien.
I
all of you
Baby
are fine.
minotaurs, that's how they're
Little
born!
minotaurs, yeah, they have horns.
And it only rips out of Alton's chest, so you feel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
unforgivable.
boy. Okay, that's a.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know if
it's
I'm gonna
never
sleep
true.
well tonight, guys.
Hell, this person.
So yeah, what would you like to do at this point? Would you like to press further north? Would you, are there any other preparations? Kind of knowing.
Go back to bed. That was
Oh,
great.
we could.
I love sleeping.
Yeah, it is nice.
During the last hour, I'll take last watch, and during the last hour of my watch, I'd like to make another one of my cakes. It takes an hour to make.
Okay, sure. And what does the cake do? It's for
it lasts for 12 hours,
Yeah.
and there's 4 pieces.
Right.
Once they eat a piece, they will have resistance, and I can choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
Gotcha.
I will actually. You know what? Today I'll choose poison. We may deal with some poison.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So,
Well,
poison
now we
resistance.
will.
Okay, yeah, you've got 4 cakes.
It's either that or fire. Fire always seemed like the smartest thing because we're in a forest and everything gets set on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What do you guys think I should do?
I want a poison cake. I haven't had one of those yet.
It's an anti-poison cake.
Even better.
Lobster wants to test her confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Poison me, I dare you.
So you're
Because if I
Goliath.
died, then I wasn't meant to live. Yeah.
Thank you, Nelson! 2 raffle
Thank you,
tickets!
Ooh,
Nelson.
all right, Null Zone 42. Thank you.
You know what? I'll keep it with fire. I think that's the smarter thing to do. I'll keep
Okay,
fire.
all right.
I
Fire
think the
resistance
poison's a good
cakes.
idea, too.
I know.
You already have some fire ones, right?
No, the fire ones. It like the minute I make one, it only
Oh,
lasts.
like the effect goes away.
Oh,
Okay.
they go weird.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah.
Why haven't we
Kind of
eaten
get
them
stale.
every
You
day?
have to throw the cake away.
I think we.
Well, because it only
normally-
lasts for an hour, so I
Ew.
try it. Like
Yeah.
the last 2 days, I haven't been able to make it because we've been so busy. But this morning, I'm trying to make sure that I.
Dude, that's me. I
Sure,
just don't
have
have time for a
contingency
meal
plan.
prep.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of time.
That's why you make big meals at the beginning of the week and you parcel them out.
No, it's why I eat Pop-Tarts.
Oh, there you go. You can't do it
dinner.
Pop-Tarts.
That's dinner. Yeah.
That's why everything
On
hurts
Sunday.
on my teeth.
Yeah, there you go. That's canon too. Yeah. Over the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, Dom, round of Pop-Tarts.
For me and my friends. Are you the pop tender? The pop tartar?
Mayor Pop-Tart.
The mayor,
let's
mayor of
let's
Pop
go.
Tart Town.
Oh, Jonathan, in these woods, should I be a horse?
Well, I think you should be whatever your heart desires.
Oh, wow. A goat. A sexy goat.
Yeah, no, I'll just be myself.
Oh, okay.
Interesting
that's one
choice.
of my favorites.
We think you're good enough just the way you are.
Well, I
Mm-hmm.
know I am.
Unless you die
I
and
mean-
then you're not worthy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well done, and I'm still alive, so.
Fuck.
She gets it.
Oh, I'm just practicing.
Okay, great. I thought I was in response to I'm still alive.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a great word, but it's best when it's used like sparingly or like as emphasis.
Oh.
No, keep using it as punctuation.
Yeah, but like you could say what is going on or what the fuck is going on. You know.
I wrote a song.
Oh, fuck.
I wrote a song. Fuck.
Wait, another one? Can I hear it?
Fuck! Fuck!
That's actually beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
As it echoes through the woods. In the distance, a flock of birds flies off to the heavens.
Nice.
Yeah, we can start walking.
Let's keep
Okay.
going.
We can keep going.
All right,
Yeah,
beginning to push forward. Beginning to push north.
Yeah,
Go
I'll be at the front because I can move at a normal pace while everyone moves slowly, I guess.
Sure. Well, I mean, and again, the difficult terrain doesn't.
Oh,
you know,
that's right.
You know,
Yeah.
you're navigating these
So
woods
yeah, but I'll be
expertly.
at the front navigating so we can get
Yeah.
that benefit.
Cool.
But I will, Lowstorm, I know you've been extra.
You've been really extra, actually.
Yeah, well, you've been super extra.
No.
It seems you've been preoccupied a lot lately, with possibly getting your fairy.
Oh right, I do still want that very much.
Yeah.
So
Well, there's something that's been bothering me. When you get your fairy, we'll still be friends, right?
It's just like
Like
a
you
dream.
won't like forget about me.
forget about you. No, a fairy doesn't replace people in your life.
Oh.
It is a companion in a way that people can't be.
Because they're magic and small.
They're magic and small.
So am I.
It's
Yeah,
really.
I always thought of myself as magical and small.
No, it's more like
You
they're
can speak her
really. They're just really
Oh, my
useful.
palms are hollow.
They're really useful for
Very
Z
good.
targeting.
I've been wondering this whole
really.
time. It actually just doesn't fixate on it.
It's just about Z targeting.
I
Really.
can't fly.
Furry only needs to be able to say two things: hey and listen.
That's right.
And
No,
watch out! Watch out!
no, it's they don't talk to you all the time. They don't solve your problems. It's like wearing. I mean, not to be reductive, but it's like wearing a badge.
Reductive?
It's like wearing a badge you're getting in Goliath culture, the level of fighter you wear around your arm. It's like that. It's like a little marking that you've really done it.
Like a new tattoo?
It's almost like a living tattoo. And yes, they can talk to you, and yes, they can be around when you're in trouble and help you out. But no, they don't replace people. They just give you a new. Well, I don't really know what the experience.
It's like
would
in
be
the academy
honestly.
when I won all those tournaments and I got labeled top boy, and and it didn't change anything about me, but everyone just knew that I was top boy.
Yeah. Well, first off, let me say that
And,
really...
and then it would be like if that top boy title could also talk to you and warn you about things.
It
and
didn't
also,
make anyone like
support
me
you.
any more than they didn't like me anyways. Now that I was top boy.
Yeah.
So
Top Boy and Soup Knocker. We really got some good names today.
But I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not going to kick you to the curb anytime soon.
No, I was a little worried about that.
But if you die, she will.
Well, that's...
Because then you won't be worthy,
It's
right?
true.
Yes, that's right.
But I'm not gonna die.
Well, you don't
Everyone
know that.
dies.
Everyone dies in
Yeah.
the end.
Everyone goes away.
nobody
Might
gets
not
out
beat it.
alive.
Nobody gets out of
Well,
it.
I hope
And
that's
so you
true.
can't take it with you.
You can't take it with you. Fuck.
Oh, wait, that sounds like the opposite of your nihilism, honestly.
What?
You
Live
can't take
every
it with
day
you.
to the fullest.
Yeah, and then your life. Yeah, if you can't take it with you, you.
Today's lucky numbers are 23, 11, 55, and 6.
Oh, wait.
Wait, hold on. Did I have those written down? What was on the
you're
tree?
kind of like wondering, the conversation kind of goes on. As you walk through the ironwood, the mist, of the morning, still settled around, cutting your visibility a little bit, but you keep each other company, and you walk through confidently. Now, Badger, are you going to be doing any more of your detect magic or anything like that as you push forward?
Detect magic only lasts an hour.
Okay.
10 minutes.
So it's not something I'd be able to sustain for a long period of time. So I
Right.
don't think it would be smart of me to do it
To
unless
spend
there was
those. Okay.
something that specifically kind of stood out.
Sure, absolutely. You make good time walking through the ironwood. And, again, the conversation flows freely between all of you, talking about various, interesting subjects. As you go deeper and deeper into the woods, you've been walking for maybe about 3 or 4 hours at this point. Everybody, please make me either wisdom perception or a wisdom survival check.
My survival is off the chain.
A dirty 20 for
Okay.
survival.
Nice. Oh yeah, off the chain with
19.
a 12. Not great.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Perception was one of them?
Perception or survival, whichever one's better for you.
Perception is my jam.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 26.
Ooh, wow, okay.
Or a
She
25.
did, she did.
25.
Okay.
Did I perceive?
Yeah, with the three of you,
Oh,
with the
good.
three of you kind of pushing forward into the woods,
I'm too
you
busy
notice.
getting hit branches at me.
Sure, yeah. Wondering what form you need to transform into to be able to make it through the woods.
You're still thinking about today's numbers. What could they mean? 25. Am I
Where did she
25?
hear
And,
this?
you can't
How
take it
old
with
am
you,
I?
but at the same time, everybody dies in the end. How does this all, what's the meaning of this all? You notice, first of all, a couple of things. Those runes that you saw, whereas they were a little smaller and a little harder to see before, you're beginning to see more visible signs of them now. So as you walk forward, you notice that these carvings are more prominent in the trees. You also notice, and this kind of dawns on you as there's this sort of lull in conversation, that the forest is dead silent. There is not one chirp or one rustle. You can hear the wind sort of whistle through the trees, but you don't hear any natural animal sounds or anything like that. As you walk forward cautiously, you see that the tree line opens up ahead to what appears to be a clearing. The clearing is mostly dirt with some grass covering it, but you see that there appear to be a couple of figures off in the distance. At this point from where you are, I'm going to say you're maybe about 60 feet away from where the trees open up, kind of peeking through the trunks of the trees, and you can't quite make out what those forms are. You can tell, though, that one is about human size and the other one is larger. And they're currently, both of those figures are currently on the ground, not moving.
Oh, they're lying down?
Yeah. What would you like to do? How would you like to approach?
I say, give figures up ahead. You see them too, right?
Duh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't get this branch out of my face.
He says, if you give me a second, I can try and check it out. And I can move like normal speed at a stealthy pace if I'm alone.
Sure,
so
through the foliage.
So I'm going to try and stealth ahead.
Okay.
To kind of check out the bodies.
Okay. Are you going to stay within the tree line? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like. Okay. Yeah. It's like to stay hidden. I have to have like some sort of cover, right?
Sure.
So,
yeah. Okay. Make me a dexterity stealth check, please, as you push through the trees. Thank you. That's a reroll. Thank you.
Hey, you gave him my inspiration.
Oh, sorry. That will be a 17.
Okay. With a 17, you're able to move quietly through the trees. If there's anything around you, or if there's anything that is in that clearing that you can't quite see, you're pretty sure that you haven't been detected.
Okay.
Getting to, moving that 60 feet to the edge of the trees, you look into that clearing, and what you see in front of you appears to be an elven body on the ground. Blood splattered all over the dirt in front of it, its blood has pooled onto the ground. And on the other side of that, there is a large black figure. This figure appears to be a large cat of some sort, but it has an extra pair of legs and 4 tentacles that end in barbs springing from its body. The tentacles lay just flaccid on the ground, this figure not moving. They don't even appear to be breathing.
That creature, I think, is a monstrosity. Which I would be at least semi-familiar with.
Sure.
My favorite enemy. So,
What's your favorite enemy?
Monstrosities.
Oh, cool.
So, can I make an intelligence check to see if that, or something to determine if those things are if the body or them are alive, or do I need to get closer to them? Do I see any I don't see any movement from this distance.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Again, you don't even see this large creature with the tentacles. You don't see its figure heaving or anything like that with any kind of labored breath.
Okay. I will go back and tell them.
Okay.
A weird cat creature with tentacles and a dead elf ahead.
Time to fight.
I don't know. They seem both very dead, but I didn't take check.
You didn't sneak up.
Maybe the impression you got was they're both dead, and you were like, "We should fight them."
Let's not.
Look, I'm not saying she shouldn't turn it and go and ram them.
Listen, you've been really extra recently.
There's no one in
super extra.
Jordan didn't want me to ever leave him ever.
Are you sure that they're dead? I mean, did you put an arrow in them just to make sure? Double check?
Did you?
Double tap.
I observed from the bushes, and then I came back to tell you.
Okay.
Well, that's a shame.
That's
Oh, no, it isn't. That's just life, isn't it?
yeah.
That's life.
Wow. There's the new.
Are you checking in with me?
Right, they were both unworthy, right? We've all decided.
Well, maybe they killed each other, so they were.
Wait, are my
really,
scout skills being put into question here? Does
No,
someone else
no,
want to
no,
go
no,
do
no.
what I'm...
I think we should check it out and see if they have anything cool.
Look, guys, I'm really sorry. That was a bit surly. I don't mean to
I could
snap at
use-
anybody. I just...
It's that I'm not to disparage your.
Putting your scout traits into question is what makes you surly.
I don't
do that more often.
I don't think it's you. I think it's. the meal, we're not used to the spicy food. I think all of us, it's just not our thing. So it's
I put white.
yeah, it just brought something out of us. It was cooked to perfection.
Actually, my poop and my pee are the same thing. They come out of my cloaca.
We're aware. You bring that up
several times as you've been walking through the woods. You've had opportunities to make that observation.
I don't even have to stop to go to the bathroom. I just keep going.
We're all envious. I don't. Yeah. But
We all wish
we should
poop and pee like Strumpton.
we should
I
make
a special pocket.
Wow. Okay.
So
So yeah.
loot the body.
How would you like
Definitely.
to
Go ahead.
How about I'll use my mage hand to poke them and see if they're awake.
That's a good idea.
I would suggest, since we are probably in the territory of these elves, that we be respectful to the elven corpse.
So
Don't
Not
poke it
poke
with your invisible hand.
Right.
We'll poke the monstrosity. Poke the monstrosity. And then maybe accidentally poke
Yes.
their elf.
But I thought you said the elves here were mean.
Yeah. Maybe leave it alone then.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
just
what I'm
wanna
saying.
see
They're
if
mean. They'd
it's
probably be
alive.
angry if we... Well, okay, let's go to the body, check it out.
Yeah. Unless
I just
they're
wanted
testing,
to get the group. I didn't want to do it alone.
What if they're testing? What if it's a test to see if we will care for somebody who's in need?
Yes, and
Sure.
try to heal. Well, they're dead, right? I can't bring it.
But what if they get an attack of
It's that kind of
opportunity?
thinking that made you head
They're
boy.
not
My
Top
AC is
boy.
Top boy.
Well, I could carry the body wherever we're going. I could also dig it a cemetery.
Yeah, we could
A
ransom it. We could eat it.
We could do so many things to that body. Poke the monstrosity with your mage hand.
I feel like my suggestions are going unheeded.
I'm
No, putting it in a grave be very respectful.
I don't know. It depends
No,
on
no,
their
putting it in the
culture.
grave is definitely...
No.
No, she was saying eat it.
It depends on their
I
culture.
should said eat it. I didn't say eat it. I said put it in a grave. Don't point your finger at me. You can
I
make
clearly
it. Stop it. No. I don't want this. No. Stop slapping me. I said poke the
You're
monstrosity.
learning so
I'm
much
not
about
the
elven burial
monstrosity.
customs right now.
I don't think we would know because I don't think like
I don't-
the like wild elven customs
Yeah, I
of the
don't
wood
know.
would not
We
match
have
like
no
his
idea.
elven
Listen,
customs.
I don't
not
have
presume
elven.
Maybe then part of their customs is to be poked before
Listen,
they're
I-
set on fire.
I
I can
don't.
mold earth. I can
I
mold
don't
the
know.
earth.
I don't know wood elven culture at all, so I don't know if that's a good thing. If they want to be buried or burned or left to the to be eaten by crows. I don't know. And
Crows?
I grew up around humans. I don't know anything about them.
Well, nobody asked you, and we all know exactly.
What the fuck? Why would we not ask him?
Oh, did we ask him?
Well, he's the elf.
Oh, maybe we did ask him.
Half.
Well, fuck.
So he only knows half the information.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
Yes,
know
exactly.
It's
anything.
fine. It's fine. I don't. It's fine.
You may know the wrong half, you may know the right half.
And Kadoof.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna kick the body.
So you're gonna walk over. You break through the tree line.
Yeah, I just walk towards it.
Sure, you kind of stride forward. Okay, now Badger, you said you wanted.
I would like to stop him. I was like, please don't kick the body. But
I'm
we should
sorry,
definitely make a
Alton.
coat out of this beautiful monstrosity.
Okay. Sorry, Alton. Maybe we did ask you.
Is this gonna be his news story? Also, it would be so big on him. It would be like a ball gown.
Yeah, you have a train that you drag
actually,
along
I
with you.
With the tentacles just dragging
Sure,
behind.
it's like some
I
sort
think
of bizarre wedding outfit.
Oh my god.
I want to see if they did fight each other. If it looks like they fought each other.
Sure, so
Like,
you're gonna-
based on the.
The
Yeah.
reason
Can
I
I
want
answer
to
that?
poke them with
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
mage
So you're
hand
going to
is so
approach
that
the
we don't
body
get
then.
Yeah.
close to them.
Fine. Let's all get close to the body.
Yeah,
Like
we're
Alton.
all
going.
going up there. I just wanted to get everybody to go back. Jeez, I feel like this is...
Well, somebody put out my cigarette.
It's good for you.
So-
You know it is. I do it because I like you and I want to see you live.
If cigarettes killed me, then I wasn't worthy.
Damn!
Wow.
He got a point!
I do, I do grab some of the ground that's
Sure.
next to the body.
Okay, all right.
And I'll hold it in my hand. I was like, can you make a flower grow?
Sure. Yeah. a druid craft a little.
Are you gonna talk to that
little
fucking
flower.
flower?
No,
Yeah, just a cute
I can't.
little,
No,
a
but
little white petaled
I'll put
little guy.
I'll put
Sure.
the flower on top of the body, and I'll
Better
put,
not talk to that
Oh,
flower.
and then
I'll put the arms up and like cross them and put the flower up.
Ooh.
God, I think
That's
it's just
okay.
really
the most. That's
really-
the most respectful I can be.
So-
If I can actually touch the body, I don't know if there's
It's up to
something
you.
that
Yeah,
needs to be
no,
resolved.
you can. You can now. Let's see. As you
It bursts open and
approach,
spiders come out.
I hope so. I hope you get fucking covered in spiders.
Now,
Making
as you
assumptions
approach
about
the
people's
body-
culture. Just forcing them to mold with your own, you nasty man.
Sure, and you know you have this little mound of earth that has a little white petal flower on top of it that you put onto the body. Make me another wisdom perception check.
That's a good idea. They like
You realize you're a big
they
jerk.
like flowers and shit.
And now, while he's doing that little ritual of his, what
You
do the
guys
three
are-
of you want to do? What
I'm
would
gonna
you like?
decorate it even further.
Oh, sure, okay. You're gonna just druidcraft more like
I'm just gonna
vines
druid
and stuff.
craft. Yeah, just make it look like make it look very decorated, like some pinks and light purples. Not
wow.
too many,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
definitely like
Is this
decorated.
is this
Okay.
elf like? Is it wearing like leathers and furs and like clothing of the wood?
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if we walked up and he's
precisely.
wearing
Hues of, like,
silk
green
and
and-
stuff like that, I was like, oh, it's not a wood.
No. This elf
Yeah.
definitely looks like
Yeah.
looks like he belongs here in the
Okay.
woods.
Yeah.
Can I do a history check
got
to
the
see
spiked
if
belt
I
and-
know like if this is really like a custom that wood elves would abide by?
I go a little more nuts and decorate the monster too.
Go ahead and make me that intelligence history check.
I'm having fun.
Okay.
Having fun with it.
Now, as you're looking at this monster,
No,
while
stop. This looks beautiful.
so I'll tell you what, we'll get back to you in a
that's not
second,
it.
Kyle. Amy, as you're looking at the monster, you did ask the question about whether they were fighting one another. You do see that the monster appears to have signs of like weapon
It
wounds.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So slashes from a short sword or something
okay.
like that. And sure enough, there's a short sword that kind of lies by the dead elf's hands.
Oh, you see this and how connected.
I
they
got a
are?
24!
On that
We'll know the
history
truth.
check,
I had a 24 on my perception too.
Well,
You
Not
do
a
know-
perception, mine's a history check to see if motherfuckers would even want you to be doing this.
Okay,
you,
And that was a
you
natty.
do know that
Nat 20.
you do know that wood elves. You have heard that wood elves do like to commune with nature during various, important parts of their life, death included. So this looks like something that they would probably
Okay.
appreciate.
Okay. I go, great work.
And Badger. So what did you get on that check?
A 19 plus 5 would be a 24 for perception.
Okay. As
Also that! Did anyone check the fucker's pulse? No.
other day, you pour the dirt, you cross the hands, you're decorating the displacer beast. Make me a wisdom perception check too.
Oh, that's a
actually,
nice nap. Oh, I'm buried alive.
Oh my god.
I'm not burying him. He's covered in flowers.
the elf's eyes flash open. He's like, "What's going on?" No,
I hate
definitely
flowers!
dead.
That's
Definitely
a
dead.
crit.
Damn, this
Whoa!
Literally
I know.
20.
Seriously, yeah.
I
No
was like,
kidding.
we've been
24
rolling.
perception.
Okay, as you're sort of making flowers appear over
be
these
extra.
corpses, the two of you notice something. The two of you notice something, like sort of almost at the same time. First of all, Badger, you start to feel this warmth on your feet, and you
You
look down.
peed!
It was you.
I don't
you-
pee! I just explained that to you!
You walked over, and as you were walking over, you don't have to stop.
If
so-
it's on you, it is gloopy. That's a bad time.
I'm trying.
You look down, and
Trying
you
to
see
what?
that you're stepping on that you've stepped into some of that blood that has pooled over.
Oh God.
The blood, it's been out. You would have expected that it should not have any kind of
Should've
warmth to it.
coagulated by
But
now.
not only is it warm, it's getting hot.
Oh
Under
god,
your
blood
feet.
demon!
You notice that there's a likewise pool of blood by the displacer beast's corpse. There's a detail that, you thought it was just kind of a thing in the dirt. When you look at it closer, it's actually a carving of an eye. Not a carving, but like the dirt has been like traced into a shape of an eye, about yay big.
Oh, Jordan, is that Elvish?
And that blood also, you start to see sort of like little wisps of steam
Oh, what the hell?
coming out of the blood from the displacer
Weird
beast.
how, like, when you don't observe an area at all and just start doing things and fucking with bodies, weird, bad things
I
happen.
did it for
There's-
RP reasons.
The flower on the elf quakes.
Oh my God, back away.
The tentacles
It's a T-Rex.
on the displacer
Oh.
beast start to like, writhe.
Oh, they come alive.
And you see these bodies start to just like
Oh, it's some Resident Evil shit. No.
they start like pulsing and like things start to kind of burst forth from him. There's this horrible as all of a sudden these figures start to rise up from the body, and it's not something bursting out of the body. The elf's clothes kind of like burst open, and you see that its form is transforming and changing. There's this breaking, there's this sort of snapping and crunching of bones as its body starts to reconfigure itself. It becomes a large trunk, and by this time you're already backing off. I assume you're getting weapons and stuff.
I was nowhere near it!
All right, you see this fleshy kind of like trunk come up. A head kind of bursts out with these pupilless eyes, and a mouth rips open with a maw full of sharp teeth. 2 arms come out, but instead of hands on one of them, each of these, the Displacer Beast and this elf, at the end of one hand is just like the stumpy, like deformed fingers, and on the other end is a mouth full of sharp teeth that starts to open and gnash and like reach for you all. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is that? Is that a blood demon?
It doesn't look like any of those demons that you've seen.
Yeah, it's something different.
Oh god.
Here.
Okay. Fun stuff in the woods. So, initiatives. Alton, what did you get?
9.
9. Oh boy. Strum?
A 12.
Okay. Let's see. Low Storm.
9. Nope, 6, sorry.
Okay. Yikes.
6.
And
Stop
Badger?
commenting.
7.
I know it's bad. Oh my god, y'all!
I know.
Wait, what'd you get, Amy?
6.
7.
How did I get the highest one? Never.
That's kind of scary.
Never
here, guys.
ever. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'm not even.
Yeah, on all our P rolls, we were doing great.
You are all in sort of shock. This is just a horrible, gruesome
Let me just say,
sight.
I'm so glad we're level 8.
It's canon.
As these figures sort of form, you're all, just jaws agape, eyes wide, just like that. As these hands start to kind of lash out at the nearest targets. So,
Not it.
now, so you two were closest to these monsters here. Now, where were the two of you? Did you like?
I was pretty close too.
Okay, so you're
I wasn't like over the body's butts and
This
stuff,
is just such
Okay,
an insane
sure.
picture because our.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Tom.
finally, Tom's sub.
You weren't a subscriber.
Did someone?
Is it Tom
Yeah,
Lomo?
someone gift him a sub.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
Wow.
Thank you, Tom Lomo.
Ooh.
Are you so sick you can't find your wallet?
We got another thing here.
Sick
54
burn.
Aquasnake sends another reroll to Kyle.
Yay, 54.
Also, we sell this $5 or 500 bits
Or 500
per
bits?
raffle ticket if you want to win this.
Okay. So let's see. Low Storm and Badger. These two things just kind of lash out against each of you.
Good luck. My armor class is
Oh, wait,
a 12.
I just want to do a quick review. Are there flowers on these things?
Yeah. Some of them are sticking to these coagulated bits of flesh. So they have these purples and pinks on the one.
The image of you guys just like dancing around, covering them all with flowers, and then unbeknownst to you, there's these.
Oh my god, we were definitely skipping around, dude.
Yeah.
I know. We were just talking about Tangled. I know what was happening.
Flower for you, growing pink.
And then
While
behind
this is happening,
you-
though, I definitely say, did we do that?
If anyone does fan art of this, I don't know what these monsters are.
Okay.
Whatever these monsters are with flower crowns would be ideal.
Okay,
Just
I've got
anything
some
from
bad
the thing.
news for you.
Yeah.
They are both hits.
It sounds like some Delta Green shit is what it sounds like.
So let's see.
Oh my god.
Give me 1 second here. I've got a lot of numbers to calculate.
So funny.
Okay, Badger, you're going to be taking 9 points of piercing damage as this bite comes down. I would like you to please make me a Constitution saving throw. And Low Storm, you are going to be taking 10 points of piercing damage, please.
Okay, I'm actually going to use my...
18 for the save.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to go ahead and just right now use my Stone's Endurance so I
Okay.
can do a D12 plus 2
To reduce that
all of
damage.
that,
Okay.
yeah. Come on, be high.
Be
God,
high,
fucking
be
shit.
high.
So
Okay,
5
so five,
points. So you're going to take 5 points
Okay,
altogether of piercing
awesome.
damage. And please make me that Constitution saving throw as well.
Me? A con saving throw.
Hey, should have made those poison.
Oh.
I know. I was like,
We should have eaten them.
Okay.
17.
So you both save. You both succeed on the
They get
save.
hit and we just start eating cake. Oh,
That's what we
gonna
do
take
in
my
this
action to do it.
Skyrim.
Now, as these things bite you, poison is one thing, but
Should have been poison.
when
It's
your
necrotic!
hands pull away, you see your skin start to sort of warp and twist, and you kind of steel your resolves. The effect goes away. You notice that the wound just looks a lot worse than a conventional, like, piercing wound
Not
would
my
normally be dealt
tattoos,
with.
not today.
We'll
Okay.
have to get them retouched.
Dude, that really happened to my tattoos once. Cause I got a staph infection after I got
no.
my tattoos. So,
Oh my god, staph infections are scary.
right, I thought it was a spider bite, so I didn't treat it for months.
That's the.
It just got
Oh my
worse and worse,
God.
and I was like, man, brown recluses suck, don't they?
Did they dig it out? Did they have to like go in and like dig?
No, it just went away. I had to get a bunch of shots in my ass though, because I went.
Oh,
it
like
went
so
on
many months
long.
without.
Huh?
Because you went so many months without that.
Well, because I was convinced because
Oh.
I just moved from Kansas and during the summer and pretty much all the time we have a huge like brown recluse issue there, and when they bite you it makes like a big ring that kind of grows out and out and out, and that's what my staph infection did. And so I was just treating it with home remedies for spider bites.
just waiting for that bite to go.
And it wasn't getting any
Bites.
better. And then I finally went to the doctor and he was like, girl, bend over. You gotta take care of this. And then they gave me like this steroid cream. It was bad. I don't know how, it was like right here. It should have messed it up more, but it didn't. Like it was all here, so it didn't get fucked up, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was really worried.
Okay.
No, my tattoos better not get messed up, Jay.
We'll see what happens with Canon later. Strum, you're up. What would you like to do?
I would like to try and cast Fairy Fire,
Okay.
which is going to be in a 20-foot cube. So I'm going to try and make it between those two creatures. So make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you're gonna be able to do that without, like they're staying sort of in the similar side, so you can cast it, just
Sure,
cast the creature to
okay,
be able to
yeah.
catch it. What's the DC for that save again?
It's going to be 14.
And it's a dex save, right?
It
believe so.
is.
Okay. One of the creatures will succeed. It sort of like sloughs out of its space, and the fairy fire doesn't quite catch it, but the other creature gets hit. How does your
Okay.
fairy fire manifest? What color?
Oh, let's say like a bright white.
Oh, sure. Okay. All right.
Just
So this
it
creature
stands out against like the kind of shadowy of the trees and stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, this creature is outlined in this bright white fairy glow. So that's going to be advantage, right?
Yeah, everybody will have advantage on attacking the creature.
Okay.
And then I'm going.
Really?
Who's next? Until I get hit or stop
I think
concentrating
I'm
on it.
next.
You're next.
Are you
yeah.
next? And then
Yeah,
I'll give
Alton, you're up.
Feels like
as
you.
my bonus action, I'll give Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
to Alton, and then I'm just gonna make sure I'm like behind a tree.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
Yes.
You're far enough away that you're not going to take any kind of attacks of opportunities
Okay,
as you
cool.
kind of like return to the tree line.
Yeah, I did not go decorate with them.
Okay, Alton, what would you like to do?
I am going to stab one of them.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go after. They don't have any weapons or anything, so I don't have to disarm them.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna run over there, try and stab at the first one I see, and I get
Okay.
advantage because he's fairy fire.
Yes.
So that's a. It's probably a hit. That's a. That would be a 18 total.
That will hit indeed. Let's see your damage.
All right, damage. Where's that D8? Damage is going to be.
Whoa.
12.
Okay.
Oh,
And what was that you were using again? Was it a short sword? Rapier?
14. Yeah, it's a rapier.
A rapier. Okay.
14 damage.
Let's see. Your rapier lashes out. You bury it into this thing's skin. 14, you said, right?
Yes.
And as you try to like pull it out for another strike, you just it feels viscous, like it's having a tough time getting out. And you see that where the wound is, its skin is forming little mouths that are trying to like latch onto your sword as it like tries to pull away.
That is gross.
That is super gross.
Okay, Alton, anything else? You're adjacent to this creature now. Did you want to move at all, or are you staying where you are?
I'll stay where I am.
Okay, in that case, Badger, what would you like to do?
I am going to attack the one that Alton just
Yeah,
attacked.
that's the elven body that was hit by the fairy
Is
fire.
Yeah,
so.
and that's
Is it
one
fairy
that's,
fire?
that's
Yeah.
fairy fire, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So my first attack with my claw, with
Okay.
my badger claws, is going to be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Or sorry, a 19 to hit actually.
That, yeah, still
And,
hits.
he's damaged, so I'm going to add my colossal slayer to
Okay.
it. Ooh,
That's cocked. So.
Ooh, nice.
So 5 and 5 is 10. 16 points of slashing damage, or piercing damage to that.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay.
And then I will attack again with my second claw.
Okay.
Ooh, 18 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, and it's just normal. 2 and 5 is going to be 7.
7, alright. As your claws rip through this thing, the flesh kind of like falls to the floor. You see that these bits of flesh that you're ripping off animate, and they try to like come towards you, and they try to go towards Alton.
Oh, God.
Before dying on the ground. Before like kind of withering onto the ground. Let's see. The creature that you're fighting, its form is beginning to sort of having a tough. It starts having a tough time keeping itself together.
Yeah.
And where you've wounded it, you see that the wounds aren't healing or anything like that. They're not like knitting up, not necessarily like that sword hit that you gave. As we get to Lowstorm, what would you like to do?
I'd like to take out my Spear of Justicia, slam it into the ground. I create a crackling nimbus of electricity that spits out its magical lightning damage, and it does a d6 of damage. I'm gonna send it right into one of that piece of shit's maws.
Okay, now did you want to get the one that is fighting you, the one that is adjacent to you right now?
It doesn't really matter as long as they're within 120 feet.
Oh sure, you can send it to multiple targets.
Yeah, I can send it to multiple targets,
Okay,
but
sure.
it's going to the monstrosity. Is that the guy that's next to me?
Yeah, you're next to the displacer beast.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Is there a saving throw for that, or is it just an effect?
No, he's just gonna.
Okay.
He's just gonna take it.
All right, lightning lashes
too
out.
many wands, literally 4
that's still a
wands
lot
on
of
8
dice.
dice,
Oh,
but
geez.
that's fuck. Are these my? No, those are your rerolls. Did I get a reroll?
Yeah,
I got one.
You got.
Oh, are we sharing this pile?
What? No, that's mine.
That's your pile.
You got at least like one
There
reroll.
she
There you
is.
go.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll this damage.
Okay.
because I feel like it could be better. Well, let me see. Okay, so that's 10, 14. So that's 20 damage. Could it be better on 8?
Yeah.
It could be a little better.
Yeah, could be a bit better.
But not that much better. No.
I didn't realize you could use rerolls on damage.
Okay. Well, later they do.
okay.
So,
Yeah,
so they take 20 damage, but then they do actually have to make a dexterity saving throw of a DC 14. Oh, you're right. And on a success, they take half damage. I thought that was if they fell down. Sorry.
Okay.
Dex.
Down, where are
They
those
need to
Pop-Tarts?
make a dex saving throw.
They get to make
Like
dex
half an
saves.
hour.
Okay.
And they can take half damage if they make it. But it's DC 14.
Like half an hour ago, I said Pop-Tarts.
One will succeed, one will fail.
Well, I'm only attacking one of them.
Oh wait, you can only attack one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay. In that case, it fails.
Yay. Okay,
Alright,
so
my
it
mistake.
takes
20
full
points.
20 points.
Okay,
Yes.
it will take that. Lightning lashes out. It arcs through this thing's body, but it will still try to take a swipe at you. Now, actually, Lowstorm, did you want to move? Are you gonna stay where you are?
I'll stay where I am.
Okay.
I'll stay where I am.
These things continue to assail you. Lowstorm, that hand mouth thing lashes out at you. Alton, it will shift. It's the one that you're adjacent to, you and Badger. It's going to shift its attention from Badger to you.
Bring it.
Unfortunately, both of them are going to poorly miss.
Okay, I'm going to spend a superiority die to riposte.
Ooh, okay, let's see it.
All right, that gives me. I've got advantage, and then do I add the?
It's a basic attack, right? Like
Yeah,
basic melee
yeah.
attack.
I just don't know if I. Oh yeah, I add it to the damage if I succeed, which I probably do. That's 21.
Ooh, hits.
So that'll be 2d8. That's gonna be that's the same 14.
Okay.
So he comes at me. And
Nice.
There's this horrible sort of splatter as your weapon goes through this thing, and when you draw your weapon, you see that it's beginning to sink to the ground. It still looks like it's got some fight to it, but there's not that resistance as you were drawing your blade this time around. Strum, what would you like to do now?
What's the situation on the? What are they at? What are they looking like? Right
The one that is currently fighting Badger and Alton, I mean, it looks like it is in. I mean, it's in horrible deformed shape, but it looks like it's beginning to sort of falter and fall to the ground. It is struggling to keep itself up. The one by Lowstorm still looks pretty healthy. Looks fierce and determined.
Okay. since Fairy Fire is like a concentration spell, if I try and cast it again to include both of them, is that something that last one fails and then...
Yeah, you would
drop your concentration.
Okay.
Which means they get another round of saving throws.
Exactly, okay.
Yeah, you can break up the D6s.
I think that's worth it, though.
Okay, sure.
Which is so cool.
So you're going to cast Fairy Fire again?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
do they
cast
have to
it
be
again to
alive?
try and hit both of them this
Okay.
time. Or maybe
like literally
hit
that's
the
really
other
cool.
ones.
Yeah, sure. You can
More
just
damage.
let's see what happens. DC 14, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's the same thing. One will succeed, one will fail. I'm going to say that the one that is... I'm going to say that the Fairy Fire switches around. So that the one that Badger and Alton are fighting manages to shake it off. The other one that's fighting you, Lowstorm, is all of a sudden outlined in this white flame.
Oh
Or white light,
gosh,
rather.
with the flowers on it, looks like Christmas.
Probably like you lightning it and then it lights up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, there you go.
It like blinks a second and then goes on.
Just gotta give it a little tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else from you, Strong?
And I'll give a... You're next, and then it's Amy after you.
It's Kyle.
I think I'm last.
Yeah, we're basically going around the table.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll give Bardic Inspiration to
Oh,
All right.
Jordan.
And you have a
Bam!
Bardic Inspiration. As Alton, what would you like to do now?
Stab him.
Okay, let's see the attack. Your rapier lashes out again.
Inspiration's not gonna help that. That's let's see. That's pretty shitty. We'll see if I can.
Bonus is at least +5, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, it's plus. Yeah,
7.
I'm +7.
Ooh.
Or no, I'm +6.
Okay.
But
That could
with
push it over the edge.
but I can also yeah. So I'll go.
That's your inspiration?
Yeah, inspiration, and then I could throw superiority in that if I need to, which I'll probably do. Right? Yeah. Spend 1 superiority die, add it to the rolls.
Okay.
So that's a total of, let's see, that's a total of 14.
Hits.
Okay.
Let's see that damage.
Cool. Let's see, do I add this to the damage roll? No.
This
because-
is for you.
So this would just be 5 damage.
5 altogether.
So very like not his best strike, guys. Not his best strike. He's
You know, for someone who talks about swords all day, he doesn't use it.
So, mind you,
She...
you sort of you falter at the strike a little bit. You're not incredibly confident when you lash out, considering what you've seen.
Yeah.
But this actually takes it out.
okay.
What happens?
Oh, nice.
I feel like he goes and like doesn't do the greatest blow, but then twists it while inside of it, and that causes it to like he hits and sees it's not enough and does like a flick, and that kind of like hits whatever it needed to cause the creature to just sort of like slough and like come apart.
Okay, fantastic. Its pieces just kind of, hit the ground with these horrible squelches. You've got one creature down. Did you want to move?
No.
Okay, Badger, what are you up to?
Seeing the creature go down, I'm like Badger kind of gives a bit of like a shudder to everything that's been happening right now. But I'll quickly kind of like turn on the ball of my foot and attack the second one now.
Okay, all right.
Ew.
Well, we gotta
You
take
lash
these
out.
out.
You've got this glowing, flower encrusted, monstrosity.
You monstrosity.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
patches of skin are just like
So that one's
bubbling up.
glowing now.
What was that?
That one's glowing.
Yes, it is. You got
Okay.
advantage.
Let's see. So I'll like leap forward and claw with the second, then do a little bit of a roll, then come up and claw again.
Okay.
Oh yes. So 22 to hit.
Yeah, hit on the die.
Okay, and it's damaged because it took all that lightning.
Yep.
Ooh, that's bad. That is going to be a total of 10.
10,
slashing
okay.
damage.
All right.
And then the second attack. That's out. Ooh,
Ooh, yikes.
that's a 1 and a 6.
Yeah.
Plus 7 will be a 13.
Hits.
So, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep,
okay,
yep.
cool.
They're not particularly fast, nor are they well armored.
Okay, I don't even see what that is. Ooh, 6. So 11, another 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
As like this one, I'm like sliding under it and I'm tearing at the underbelly.
Oof, yikes. Okay, you tear at the underbelly of this thing, and just innards covered in black ichor just spill out of its guts, kind of hanging there unnaturally over you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
We're taking a break for a shower after this.
Yeah.
That's the first time we've ever heard you say that.
Well, it's been
Even
a few
under
weeks.
normal circumstances. Right?
Actually, very stinky.
He's a dirty boy.
Okay, all right. So you have top boy and dirty boy.
Dirty boy.
All right, I love it. Party dynamics.
Well, we can't all be top boy, can we?
I
We
mean,
cannot.
I wish we could.
I'd love to see you try.
All right, Lowstorm, where are you? What would you like to
I'm
do?
gonna moonbeam his ass. Is she a shape changer?
This thing, not that you can tell.
Okay, well, just so you know, he's got to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14. And if he is a shape changer, he's got to make it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because from the skies it is midday, and yet a silvery pale moonlight whispers onto his visage and makes him reveal his true self.
Awesome, I love it.
Whispers onto his visage?
Everyone, yeah.
Moonlight only knows how to
It
whisper.
only
A
whispers.
screaming moon.
So with Moonbeam, it's when it first enters the Moonbeam, right?
It enters on a turn or starts its turn there, yeah.
Okay, all right. So wait, now does that count? Like when you first cast the Moonbeam on it, does that count as entering?
I'd like for it to, but if it doesn't, that's fine. He can just do it at the top of his first turn.
No, you know what? We'll say it does. I think that's one of those sort of like ambiguous things. It does succeed its saving throw when you first cast the Moonbeam.
Okay.
Does it take half damage?
It does take half damage of 2d10.
Okay, let's see it.
Radiant damage. And we're at, pretty good. What are you? That is 12. That's just 12 radiant damage. But, yeah, so 6.
Okay, let's see. The Moonbeam hits. Its skin begins to sort of sizzle under this radiant light, causing this horrible aroma to fill the air and causing the mouth at the end of its hand to just sort of writhe and clench and snap viciously. It will rolling in at the top of its turn. It will fail the save this time.
Yay!
Don't even worry about rolling damage. The Moonbeam starts to consume this thing, and you see it start to just fall to the ground again. Chunks of it just starting to slough off and fall off. Some of it even still in the shape of the Displacer Beast, like it never like fully transformed all of its flesh. As this creature just kind of falls to the ground
Is
dead.
there a true form for it? Because it's got to revert to its true form.
No, it doesn't seem to revert. Like all of the flesh
weird.
that's getting consumed just falls and dies.
It's
and
a
there's
pile of meat.
Sure, yeah.
It's a pile of meat.
Are you collecting it to eat that too?
That's
No.
that's a spicy meat pile.
No, but we'll
meat pile.
cook it and force Alton to eat it.
Yes.
What? Oh wow! All right.
I mean, those
It was just that one time.
It's just that one time. Whenever
3 hours ago.
3 hours ago.
Oh,
We have not
It was more like 8.
Yeah. Well, we had to. It was before we went in bed.
Yeah.
So it's more like 11 or 12 or 13.
And you
That
can't blame
involved
us.
magic.
We're just super good
And
at
there was
bedtime.
magic and it was very fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we did it!
So these things,
Pow.
they fall to the ground. They sort of make these horrible squealing noises that are unpleasant to hear as they die, as they just fall and writhe and then finally land still.
I'm gonna put that away in the memory bank.
Yeah. Well, this seems like a good time as any. I'm gonna dive my hand into the bag, pull out a handful of mushrooms, and shove them in my mouth, give them a little chew.
Sure.
I swear he only does that to get through the horrible things we see. It's
He's addicted.
Did they both?
You're addicted.
They both.
What are you gonna put flowers on it, you fucking weirdo?
I already did.
I'm good on the flowers, but do they both look like any sort of humanoids? Do they both look like displacer beasts, or
No. I mean, one was from the elf's body, one was from the displacer beast.
But they were different.
Yeah. The displacer. I mean, it looked like this thing was being reshaped. Like the displacer beast body was being reshaped into this thing.
weird? Okay.
Did it all resemble the magic that we saw before with like the blood demons or?
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this was something different.
So,
altogether.
yeah, so
Is the blood steaming again, or is the meat pile?
They
baby?
are. I mean, they like as they die, they do kind of steam a little bit, but you can also tell that steam is dying down.
Yeah, and are they so
like, the
now
heat is
with
going
the detect
away.
magic? Do they have any?
Yeah, there are definitely magic auras around these things. The blood in particular, has this sort of glow, and when you look down, you can see that on the ground, undisturbed, was that same symbol of the eye that you saw in the other pool of blood. So it seems like that eye was carved in the displacer beast body and the blood on the elf's body as well.
It was carved in the blood.
Well, not carved, but like it was traced in the dirt,
yeah.
under the blood. Yeah.
I want to mess that up.
Sure. So you like sort of kick the dirt away and shuffle. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're able to do that, and again, from there you feel that the blood has cooled. It's not like it's still warm to the touch, and unnaturally so.
Yeah.
But it's
We
not,
should
it's
burn
not
it.
getting any hotter or anything like that.
Yeah, you want to burn it?
We should burn it just to make sure it doesn't come back. Fire is forever.
Yeah, let's put it on fire.
Well, let me first finish my inspection.
Yeah.
Oh, now you want to inspect it? Great. Go for it.
Okay. So yeah,
I just feel like we should be
Well, I'm a
less
little late
cavalier
to the
about
party.
I think we should have a bit of a dance around it. Maybe put flowers on it. I think the displacer beast would like that.
I feel like we
I think
took a
we
ton
like
of
it very
time
much.
beforehand to take group input.
Ooh.
I tried. Y'all kept talking over me.
You were the
So-
one to like kick him.
Oh, that was all.
No, the best thing we did was put flowers on them.
Listen, I was.
That was the best
I
idea
was
in the
upset.
whole world.
I wanted a cigarette, and someone won't let me smoke anymore.
You were pouting. You big
I was
babies.
top boy, and now I'm nothing.
You're not nothing. You're part of the party foul.
Alton,
Or what is it?
you're still top boy
Foul
to me.
party?
The foul party. Is that the party's
No,
name?
wait,
The
what,
foul
what
party.
are we?
I don't
Flock
remember.
party. Flock party.
Flock party.
The flock party.
Nobody likes it.
Not
And as you
even
say
the
that,
bird.
from off in the woods, another flock of birds flies off in the distance.
Party.
Is there a reason why our group isn't called Top Boy?
Not anymore.
top boys.
If we're taking votes, that's.
Yeah, let's be the top boys.
I mean, we can't all be top boy.
Yes, we can.
One person earns top boy, and it's a really big honor. So it's,
Yeah, but
fine.
that
But
would-
I guess if labels don't mean anything, for sure, we're all top boy. We're all king.
Right. Then it's decided.
Great, we're all Top Boy.
Great.
I'm the king.
You're King Boy.
King boy,
King
yeah.
of the top
That's
boys?
cool.
I'm the king of
That's
the
cool.
top
Let's
boys.
just. I that's fine. That's.
I'll be High Chancellor.
Yeah.
Well, I should be on the top because I
High
weigh
Chancellor,
the
boy,
least.
king boy.
Yes, you're top of the pyramid.
The least likely to crush
What's something
everybody
you love?
else.
I'll take that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, except for you.
You-
Oh.
Oh, we didn't take it from you. We added on to it. Oh.
Now,
Do birds
as
like that?
as
Yeah,
you're
they
kind
do.
of like, as you're kind of like breaking this, as your jovial natures jump out, breaking the sort of
We should burn it.
gruesomeness
We
of the
waited too long.
situation.
We waited too long.
It bubbles up. It's
It's like, thanks, guys. I
Not
needed that.
again!
No, but yeah, are you going to try to set the body on fire or bodies
Well, Jordan
on
wants to
fire?
investigate.
Yeah, are there, you said that there's magical auras around them?
Sure, yeah.
Does it, because the detect magic allows me to, like, know what
Yeah,
school
what
of
the
magic
school of
it
magic
is.
that is. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to remember my schools of magic.
gonna guess necromancy.
No, it's not necromancy, actually. It's a transmutation.
Transmutation, okay.
Wait, what? What is?
They're using transmutation magic.
Oh.
I know little of that type of magic. My people use illusions.
I stab things and.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
I'm well
Top
read.
Boy has sword stab things. We all know your backstory.
Well, we
That's a
would have
certain
to-
kind of magic.
To be more specific, no, since we're all top boys.
That's right, we're all top.
That's the name of the party, the top boys.
We're not all top boys. None of us climbed the mountain and grabbed.
I lowered a storm to the earth. I can be a top boy.
Well, that's why you're low storm.
Yeah,
you low
he
the
is.
storm, you're low storm. Okay? There's very
Well-
specific criteria to being top boy.
Well, we can change your name to Top Boy, and then we can all still be part of the clan that is
Oh.
just Top Boy.
Can
Wait,
I
if
be
I'm the
alternate?
shortest, does that make me bottom boy?
I don't like that, Jonathan. I can't tell you why, but it doesn't ring true.
You're right. It just doesn't sound right.
No,
There's something that's not quite right about that. Yeah.
Pass.
Just saying it out loud. I heard it. I heard it.
Pass on that. No.
There's a pause actually when you say that. Everybody's just
The
like
whole forest still silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crickets come out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah. Just like all of a sudden.
Out of nowhere.
Druid crafts the cricket noise.
And there's just a sound that's all over the forest going, "Ooh, boy."
You can just hear a bunch of shirt collars.
So okay. Story-wise, let's see. So, is there anything else that you wanted to investigate as far as these things go, or we just like popping the mushroom? And
Well, I
checking out
have
Magdalore?
10 minutes with this, so I will essentially.
Someone permitted you 10 minutes with their corpse.
Well, no, with the detect magic.
Yeah.
But when she uses like mold earth to like break the symbol, does the transmutation magic fade or anything, or?
Yeah, I mean it's a rapidly fading aura.
I just kicked it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, sorry.
I didn't do any magic on it.
Yeah, it's like I mean it's the magic went off when these things transformed, and then now it's residual.
Oh, okay, so it was like a trap.
Yeah, exactly, and the effect is going away when you detect magic.
Yeah.
You're focused on these bodies.
Trees.
When you get up, the trees. As you expected, you see wards, right? Those glyphs that have been carved onto the tree. They're glowing, and you see at least 24 other little points just out in the middle of the trees surrounding this clearing.
Okay.
And as you focus on those points, they start to move. And they start to get closer. And it doesn't take very long for all of you to realize that there are these humanoid figures that are stepping out of the woods. Elves. And they have arrows leveled at you. And these points are glowing. That's what you're seeing. So they appear to be magical arrows.
Hail and well met!
I'll take a knee and bow and do niceties.
So you're showing them some degree of reverence. Then?
Yeah.
Everybody else, what would you
I will
all
bow
like
as
to do?
well.
Sure, yeah.
I'll greet them in Elvish as best I can.
Sure.
Yeah, I probably
You
have
say, hello, I'm best boy.
Yeah, it's like I probably say something. I say like a proper greeting, but I probably have a very non-Elvish accent when I say it.
Sure. Yeah. What would you like to say? Like, how would you like to?
Hey, I'm saying hi.
Yeah. It's like when if you ever heard like President Bush speaking Spanish, that's what it sounds like to them. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's like it's actual Spanish, but it's just like,
Too
it's
real.
like that weird accent.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like,
Yeah,
it's like greetings. Thank you for allowing us passage in your beautiful land.
Okay, and when you say that, you see one of the elves, and you notice too, by the way, it doesn't take any kind of check for you to to see that they're wearing the same clothing that dead elf is wearing. So, one of them raises their hand, and the arrows, they don't put them away, but they, stand down a little bit. And the other elf steps forward, and he says, in sort of a rough common, strangers in our land, what are you doing here?
We're here to see Derwith.
The elves
maybe.
murmur
They probably
to one
don't
another.
like him.
Yeah.
This guy
You're filled
turns
with
and
arrows
looks.
immediately.
He says, "You do not belong to these sacred lands. Turn around and leave."
What is the tower that we came from? What?
Tower of Heavens.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna make
Yeah.
us any friends.
Unless we're wood elves.
I've got kind of pointed ears, What else? Badger, bird, giant. What else?
I think
Nature.
Tom said they would've
Nature-y.
finished
Stop
most
calling
of
me
it.
Yeah, oh,
a
yeah,
giant.
absolutely.
I'm a lion.
I'm the
not. You're reducing me to a giant as if I don't have brains. I do.
Wow. Very rude to giants.
They're
right here.
To me.
Hold
We
on.
come from the tower
And you can
of
find out
heavens.
all about giants $5.
Hey, in
500
Cloud Giant's
bits.
bargain.
Get you a chance to win.
We come
this
from the Tower of the Heavens that has suffered greatly from the Grand Druid's demise, and we think it has something to do with the star falling. We're here to restore the forest to what it once was.
A female elf steps forward and whispers into the, what appears to be the leader, addressing you. And you overhear.
She must be the moon.
No, it's Moonlight that whispers.
Yeah.
Get it right or pay the price.
Wow.
What's the price?
All right.
Do I have to be bottom boy?
Bottom boy.
There's again the elves pause at that. No. I mean, she's whispering, and she seems to be speaking in a dialect of Elvish that is, not exactly not common in the world. But you overhear the whispers, and you hear her saying, they know something about the great druid or the grand druid's demise. Perhaps we should. Perhaps we should let them through the lands. And you hear the leaders say, no, these lands are sacred. We cannot let anybody that is not one of the green treaders sully this land. There are enough problems going on.
And I hear this?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
You just make it out.
I want to, in Elvish, say, your sacred lands are already beset by corruption. We are here to root out that corruption.
What's that charisma now?
Make me a charisma persuasion check, because you're speaking in Elvish. Do it at advantage.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm pretty persuasive. So that is going to be a 19.
Ooh, okay. When you say that, the leader seems to be struck by the fact that you're at least trying to speak their language, and he turns to the female beside him, and he gives her one of these, and she steps forward, getting close to you, like within an arm's length, and she raises her hand in a greeting, to you first, and she says Zariestra as an introduction.
Alton Newberry.
I hope that was her name and not just hello.
That's all. Yeah. She says, "What do you know of this corruption, Alton Newberry?" And this she says in that sort of rough common as well.
Oh, okay.
There was an evil presence at the Tower of Heavens that corrupted its leader and some of its members, and it has to do with all of the corruption in this land. It we believe killed the Grand Druid. It has caused the various tribes of goatmen and to become cannibalistic, and it's caused, I don't know if you saw what happened to this beast and what I assume is a member of your ilk, but after they died, their bodies were transformed into something else, that they came back as grotesque monstrosities. This is not an uncommon thing. This is not the first time we've seen the dead come back as other.
Might I remind that we don't know what exactly brought them back?
No, but I imagine it has...
Are you speaking Elvish?
I'm speaking common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that at this point.
Oh, okay.
Such a common.
Okay. Zariestra turns to you, and actually,
it was her name.
She turns to you. She addresses everybody.
Hello.
Zariestra. Zariestra to you.
And Zariestra to you.
It's such an Infinity War moment. Steve Rogers.
Yes.
Spoiler.
My sister goes, we watched Infinity Wars, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, why is that?
Yeah.
Infinity Wars? Because there's only one.
Oh well,
that's
sure.
You're really limiting your perspective. I think the whole point is that there could be many, right?
Yeah. There's an infinite amount.
No, she got it wrong, and the movie's called Infinity War. I got mad at her.
And that's why
After that whole British Bake Off debacle is...
Oh man, I don't know who to trust anymore.
Wow, and the whole goat thing?
Yeah.
Out of I'm right about the carrots.
This is real life facts with Amy Vorpal.
I'm a cat.
I know how to say that in German. Ich habe keine Katze.
Do you know how to say it because it's true?
Dann es richtig. That means that is right.
That is right. Okay. All right.
No,
Confirmation
or because it's
from our
right. It
studio.
means because it's right.
You just admitted you're a cat, so I just took it out for a second.
Transform into a cat.
She really is.
So you mentioned
That was impressive. I've only been doing Duolingo. That was impressive. You asked me to translate something, I kind of did.
No, I asked if you were a cat, and you confirmed that you are.
Oh, okay.
And I am impressed by that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. How long have you been doing Duolingo? I guess it was
Not long.
Not long.
I
Okay,
mean,
that's-
well, long enough. Like I only do two tiny
Yeah,
lessons
little
a day.
snippets of yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Well, she's pooping.
It's a good time to do it.
Oh, while I'm
You're very
pooping.
focused,
No,
right?
I do it right when I wake up in the morning.
You poop in your bed.
So
She's got a bedpan. It's not gross.
there's a method to it.
In
Yeah.
your bed? Or
No, I
does
have
it
a
go
diaper.
under your bed?
No, it's you sit on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I've never thought about
It's one of
how
those
my fan-
special beds, right?
I have a Dixie
Ooh.
cup for my butthole.
You just shove it up there. Or do you tape it on your butt cheeks.
Wow. Learning
It's
a
been
lot about
an
the
hour
party.
since
So
we got real off subject, so I think this was due.
yeah.
Are we?
And as the elves
We all
wonder
took
how the
Adderall.
subject has turned to buttholes.
Yeah.
No, I kid.
Me and Lowstorm with our low charisma.
Sure, yeah, you're like
just
just talking, just wondering.
Just walk around
They
going,
talk
"Oh,
Elvish. They don't understand common that great.
It's not
So it's
smart.
just me. I'm the one bringing
I
all this up.
have a great charisma. I'm just very, very.
I'm like, I killed a badger.
Poopy doopy.
Did you though?
Please.
Makes everyone
Badger?
happy.
It's a lovely story. It's not the time.
Zariestra, again, addressing you.
Hello to you as well.
She says, "This is like Elvish Duolingo." Right? She says, the death of the Grand Druid may have had repercussions to the world and to
Oh
the
no
wood.
shit!
She says, you just, fuck.
I learned that from him.
Hey, strong.
You know, and the leader is taking notes about these new language skills that he's learning too. No, so she says, it has allowed certain bad things to encroach in our territory of the woods, but this is not necessarily part of it. Maybe what has happened here has been empowered, but what has happened here is the doing of some other sinister force within our wood.
Do you know of any entity or faction that uses this eye symbol?
She's about to answer you
Okay.
when
Her chest bursts open.
that just full mouths and teeth.
Beast.
Just
Comes out
guts
made of
coming out and
mouth.
start lashing at you like tentacles.
I am conducting this entire parlay with everybody though, like just covered, like just a black mound with like two white.
Right?
lines.
Yeah. Standing like 10 feet away from people as you. Yeah.
I imagine you did one of these.
So do you look like a muck, the Pokemon?
Yes, essentially.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Mucks, yeah.
I'm a muck.
Yep. The leader shouts out, "Zariestra, take
Hello to you as well.
Be careful." It's a thing now. I love it. It's a Kenku thing.
Hi.
How do we know that these people aren't part of what is going wrong in the world?
Well, I assume you were watching when we just defeated those evil creatures.
I mean, in a general sense, imperialism, yes. Weird alliance. But this specific thing, no.
We're all going to die in the end.
It's true.
Wow. Let's see. Strum, make me that charisma persuasion.
Oh my god.
To convince them we're all gonna die in the end?
Just sort of, to sort of convince him that you weren't necessarily part of, that you're not what he has to worry about.
Plus like 100 points.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
You're the bard, right? So you
Yeah. So 21.
Okay. All right. When you say those words, the leader steps forward to join Zariestra by
When I
you
say
all.
we're all gonna die in the end.
No, when you say you saw what we did as far as the creatures
You
go,
speak
right?
the
But yeah, no. When you say that doesn't seem to faze him. I mean, elves sort of have this. I mean, they're long lived and they have a lot of perspective as far as like mortality goes.
Yeah.
He's not necessarily shaken by what you've said,
Okay.
but maybe he's tucked it away somewhere for future use.
And they put flowers all over the dead bodies.
As he draws close, he actually says, "Yes, you did. We do respect that. Perhaps you can help us with a little problem that we have."
I love fixing problems.
He turns to you
I'm a
and he
bad
says,
Do whatever.
"That eye symbol is the sigil of the Waste Lady. She has entered our woods."
Is that like my trash panda?
Sure. He's like the trash witch, yeah.
The poop girl.
He says,
The worst lady.
He says, "You're actually not too far off. It's very unpleasant."
Sigil of the Waste Lady.
It's the like Pokemon trainer that all she has is mugs.
Oh, sure, there you go.
And coughing and
Or maybe
wheezing.
she
Right, yeah, and her
Oh,
gym
what-
is just a mud hut.
What if she has the perfect, ideal feminine waistline?
Oh, she's the Waste Lady.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hip to waist
hmm.
ratio.
Well, actually, every waist is perfect.
Oh, Strum. How lovely. What a nice thing to
Very
say.
empowering.
My waistline is enormous.
And it's beautiful and it's perfect.
I could stand
Oh,
to
thanks.
lose a few pounds.
Oh, dear.
And the elves kind of look at each other like, "No, what are you talking about?"
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And Captain
I wanna
Morgan's
smoke
away
right
from
now.
everybody
Yeah.
surrounding you.
Alton, we're going to get you some help when we get back to civilization.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's okay. We'll have a long talk soon.
Intervention!
I'll make the sign.
Intervention!
Intervention!
I don't have a problem.
Zariestra.
You have the problem.
Chimes in at this point saying, "That is simply what she forces everyone to call her. She is a rather unpleasant creature. She
Does she
lives."
sound like this?
I'm the Waste Lady! Everyone call me Waste Lady!
I would assume so.
God, I hope not. I hope she has
Spot on, Lowstone.
Character,
Spot on.
character development, everybody.
I want more trash and I want it now! Poop, 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 poop! I love pooping!
Whoa, boy, okay.
We're really getting to the core of this woman's issue.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like you start like all sitting down in a circle and kind of like analyzing what this creature could possibly be. No,
They're like, we know what she looks like. No. We'll figure it out.
yeah, sure.
We're
yeah.
telling. We've seen her. We're telling. No. We've got it. Okay, write this down.
The OWL waist lady.
She says, to be completely honest, nobody really knows what she is or what she looks like. She has left crude messages around the woods around the same time that some of our people started disappearing.
She's got to go.
The leader says, "Yes, indeed she does. Are you willing to help us?"
Absolutely.
And in return, will you guide us to do with the druid? Please?
We can guide you to the northern edges of our borders.
That seems quite fair.
That's fair. Have you had dealings with Derwith?
No. Well, my ancestors dealt with the druids before, but those didn't always end up pleasant for us.
Yeah. I'm a druid.
We will guide you to our borders, and you can be on your way.
Honestly, I think the fact that I'm half elf is probably more offensive than your druid nature.
Did you guys happen to see the star fall?
There are whispers and murmurs among the elves as they kind of like ask questions. They weren't sure what it is. From what you gather, they saw something. They couldn't explain it.
Well, it was a star. It fell. It's pretty explainable.
I don't think we know it's a star.
Right?
And there, when you sort of
We just saw a light fall and an explosion. I don't think we know it's a star.
Yeah,
It
when you
came from the
explain
sky.
that, I
It was
mean,
obviously a star.
I think maybe you just know it's a star because the title of the adventure is When the Star Falls.
The stars twinkle in the sky.
Well,
and
I also
then
have
the twinkle in the sky came down to earth.
you have a
It was
memory
star.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a memory, because mine is, go seek Derwith the Half-Elven, the Star Watcher, give him this bestiary, only he can tell you where the shooting star came to Earth.
Okay,
Wow.
all
That
right.
explains why you know it.
Yeah.
Well, he told me.
He doesn't tell you everything. Frankly, he tells you very
Top boy
little.
tells bottom boy everything.
That was just established. Also, not true.
Yeah, I keep the most secrets from the bottom boy.
You don't want him to have the upper hand.
No, you want to keep him down.
Do you think
keep them on
Derwith will
bottom.
like me because I'm also a druid?
Who doesn't like you?
Fair enough.
I might see you as competition. He might want to destroy you so he can be top druid.
Maybe we could change animal shapes and see what we got.
You train animal shapes by like.
That's unfair,
Wow,
though.
that's
Nothing
like
ever beats your
scribing
sexy
spells.
goat.
That's true.
Dire sexy.
It could be a whole completely other form of
giant
sexy
goat.
goat. Yeah.
Dire giant.
It's a goat with Alton's butt. It's the ultimate sexy
I do
goat.
not want any animals to have human butts.
Did you show her your drawing
Yes,
of the
he
chicken with
did.
the butt?
Oh, yeah,
Very
that's
disturbing.
in the book that my sketchbook that I forgot. Yeah, those bird
Wow.
butts were great.
All right. If any of you fans want to draw a goat with Alton's butt, so that could be your next character portrait
Yeah.
on your character sheet. Do you have any question? They seem to, as you mentioned this idea of the stars falling, the elves actually start talking among themselves and start, discussing, okay, well, maybe this is something, maybe they are right about this.
Yeah.
Maybe a star has fallen.
Perhaps.
Maybe that is the explanation for this strange thing that has happened. What would you like to do? How would you like to handle the situation?
Well, we'll help you with your lady. We will, but we also will, I guess we need some information where we're going to go get her.
Is it like have a harsh talking to, or we're talking?
Yeah, what have these messages been? If she's leaving these terrible messages
Is she just
around?
writing like fuck a lot, or is she like death to all elves, or what?
Well, she's leaving dead bodies around that transform into grotesque killing machines.
Oh,
and
is that what you
attack
mean by messages or like literal? Like,
Those
written?
things, dead bodies nailed to trees.
So not like
Pieces of
power
skin.
to the proletariat or something. Like
Yeah, no. Pieces of skin that say
Bunch of
you're
knock-knock
next. Or your children are next.
Yeah. So someone, on the way out.
Have you ever tried to seek her out?
We are afraid of her. She has nested in the one place that we cannot enter. Old ruins that are desecrated to our people.
And what happens if you enter them?
Ill fortune.
Got it. Because of, is it home to a certain religion or something?
Zariaster chimes in and says, there was once a library here in these woods. It was taken over by evil forces and dedicated to the evil gods. We have not set foot in those lands for at least several generations, perhaps even a century. Those of us who have gone in have not come back. And we do not feel the need to risk any more of us.
Well, that is where we shall seek her, and that is where we shall kill her.
Oof, wow.
Powerful words.
Yeah.
Big talk for such a little lady.
She's rather big.
But I do make a cute pose with my toe up in the air.
Ding! Sparkle from the teeth.
That's right.
What about the nearby mountains? What can you tell us about those?
He says, we. Oh wow! It has happened. Yes, Kyle is making it a reality.
At least it's not like you don't see the butt full on. You just you get.
It's the side butt.
Side butt is the sexiest butt.
Yeah, there you go. The leader says, the green treaders dwell where the trees, up to where the trees end. Beyond those, the mountains we don't know much about.
You don't know who resides there, or if the...
We hear noises, loud footsteps, echoing through the crags. Beyond that, we don't know.
And about the mountain itself, any magical properties, or...
He says, we have stayed away from mountains for many, many generations now.
Oh.
We are content to live peacefully in these woods, away from strangers. We are more than happy to guide you to where you need to go. Once again, up to our borders. But that is as far as we go, if you prove yourselves worthy of our assistance.
Oh, you said the magic words. I mean, I'm sorry. That is tribe. That is clan, and then we shall be tribe, and we shall be clan. We shall be we prove ourselves worthy once again.
And by this time, too, you notice that, like, grips are loosening on bows, arrows are being sheathed back into quivers and such.
We should attack!
They all chill out.
Roll initiative!
Somebody rolls up a keg and taps
sure.
it.
Yeah, keg stand and everything. So, yeah.
I do love elven ale.
Let's see, the elves, Zarya, the leader says Zariestra here can guide you to where the Waste Lady dwells. Beyond that, none of us can enter. Do you have any questions, or is there anything you'd like to do before setting out for this this quest that you've been given?
Well, based on who she is there anything you can think of that would aid us?
She says, he says rather, no. Zariestra says, well, we know that she is stealthy. We know these woods inside out, and it's a rare occasion that any of us can be stuck up on. Yeah, she succeeds. She obviously has some magical capabilities. This is not the only sign, and she gestures towards the dead creatures that by now are sort of just oozing into these horrific flesh puddles all over the ground.
Yeah, we should burn those.
Are you gonna say that out loud?
Oh yeah, we should burn those.
Sure, because if you do, the leader will like usher a couple of the other elves over, who will start like lighting, these bodies of flame.
They'll do it. Great.
They're so efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it for several minutes.
They just decide to do it. Yeah. They're elves of action.
Well, I want to toss something out here. Would we be more at advantage if we lured the Waste Lady out of her dwelling and maybe out here in the woods somehow?
I feel like maybe, but how would we lure her? And also,
Well, it seems like she targets maybe the wood elves left alone. And then we wouldn't have to go down into this desecrated...
So, Alton, you're totally fine with just being some...
Yeah, could we use you as bait?
Yeah.
are you telling me you want me to play dress up and stand out and have someone look at me? Yeah, of course.
That's awesome. Oh, that is fantastic. The elves kind of, the Zariestra and the leader, they look at one another and they kind of like nod in agreement, like, maybe this is gonna work after all. So yeah, is that what you would like to propose then?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because if we do that, would they help us? Would it be like we're kind of at the forefront and they could be ranged weapons in like kind of second tier?
Yeah, it seems like they're agreeable to that. If you propose that to them, they kind of again nod their heads, and kind of like look one at another.
Do you want to wear the things that they wear?
No, yeah, I mean absolutely. But I get to call on the final call on what I wear.
Oh, awesome! And then you have to like sneak around as if you're hunting.
Are you gonna just hold person him again and then dress him up in like 6
Oh, no, I mean
anyway.
He's fully willing.
Sure, yeah.
You seem like he's totally on board.
Yeah, I mean I did plays.
So yeah, no, the elves are more than willing to lend you, clothing to make you look like them. They kind of have to rough you up a little bit. You're a little too dashing at this point.
Punch.
A black eye here and there.
I mean I did get my ass kicked yesterday, so I'm
You just need to stop bathing.
So yeah, how would you? They're at this point. It seems like they're going to go by. They're going to go by whatever plans you all might concoct. How would you like to handle this ruse?
Well, maybe if you act like you're going hunting, right? That's what you guys do. You hunt out in the forest.
hunting.
Yeah, you've been hunting, so maybe you act like that. But we go near the evil library, but not like
Evil library.
But we're like a few paces back, so maybe you just look alone.
I'm the young elf out to prove himself,
Yes.
So I'm not scared of some witch, you know.
Great. And what's your name?
I'm thinking.
Elfie?
I was like Zenithe.
Zenithe?
Yeah.
Zenithe?
Yeah, that'll be my elven name. See, Zenithe.
Hello to you as well.
Yes.
Yes, sorry,
I'm already picturing it. Zenithe. Zenithe is quite adventurous. Wants to prove his father. No, that's just me. I'm just thinking about me. Okay. You know what? I'll workshop it later.
Yes.
I'll come up with something on the day.
Oh, I can't wait. I think this elf talks to himself all the time.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. So the rest of us will hang back and
hang back. So you're going to
maybe a horseshoe kind of shaped.
Okay, and you're going to sort of let Zariestra lead you to not quite in the desecrated ground, but
your
like
AC
nearby.
is different.
I would probably get more AC because I'm literally not. I'm wearing like cloth armor.
You never put your pants back on.
No, I don't. I wear.
Is your butt out?
The green shredders wear like the assless pants.
Yeah.
Just chaps.
I'm like,
Just have chaps on.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
I mean, not every day, but I don't hate this look.
It works. You make it work.
We got a very Tarzan vibe.
Yeah, you own it. They give you clothing to dress yourself in. They pass you one of their longbows and one of their arrows.
You look so good. Yes.
Yeah, sure. You kind of step into those shoes. You fill the role, and you start. Everybody takes a position around this general area again, kind of like sort of a semicircle, weapons at the ready as you push forward through the trees. When you do, as you get close to this place of desecrated ground, you see that this area that they're talking about, it's a series of these large trunk trees, and the dwellings in this area have just been carved out of these tree trunks. And it looks like they've kind of fallen to the elements. They haven't looked like they've been lived in a long, long time. It is actually eerily quiet. Again, there aren't any, like, as you get closer and closer to this place, the sounds of nature just fade away behind you. You kind of leave those behind, and it gets quieter and quieter as you approach. You're keeping your distance from this spot. And the elf, the leader of the elves, actually pulled back some of the force that was kind of surrounding you. So right now, you're being accompanied by Zariestra and about 6 other elves. And they take positions around you as well, arrows drawn, just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
Are the 3 of you sticking together?
Yeah.
Or are you spreading out? Are you like fanning out with, various contingencies of elves around
I would
you?
at least stay with one. If you guys split up, I would stay with one of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're staying all together then?
Well, I'm just so not stealthy that I might stay away.
Oh, I am. Yeah, we could go up a little farther.
So you two are getting a little closer.
Yeah.
And then you
staying
could be back with
Okay.
the elves a
Yeah,
little
I'll
bit.
be just a little. I'm just not.
Yeah, I'll be
good
the
at-
closest of the group to Elton.
I could be matched with you. My stealth is pretty high. I know
Okay.
I don't have like favored terrain or whatever, but
Okay.
Yeah, but do you want to be? But
What?
you don't necessarily need to be up front with the battle.
right. But I want to be with you if something happens to
Okay,
you.
cool.
Do you know what I mean? I want to be
Absolutely.
able to heal you or
I'm gonna come in as like a do
cutting words a
machina.
bitch. You know.
I do have Alton eat. I gave him a piece of the cake.
Okay,
is
so you have
fire.
Yeah, let's all eat the
resistance.
cake.
Okay, so you each have
Yeah.
like fire resistance for the next
Yeah.
hour? Okay.
Yeah.
I crumble mine up and throw it on the ground and
And
then
then start picking away at it.
Oh yeah, awesome.
He
That's
probably
great.
does that for you. He hands us all and then grabs one and like that's
Or he chews it up and drops it in.
He
the-
knows how I
Oh,
like
there you go. Nice.
It's
like-
like he
it's
eats
like-
it and regurgitates it into your
Oh,
mouth.
Sure, and you get like
Well, no, then
memories
I'll-
of home
then
and
I'll
stuff like
imprint
that.
on you and this will be a weird love triangle. And
Food for thought. Okay. The elves themselves, they sort of like they fan out around you as well, and you know, stealthily, kind of like knowing
Don't look under
these woods.
It's a secret.
You
is there really something under it?
Yeah, there's nothing.
knowing these woods and kind of having dwelled in these woods for a long time, they virtually just disappear around you. Like they kind of sink into the foliage and like press themselves up against trees, and you're sure that they're there. Their arrows trained towards where you, Alton, are like walking out, but they basically kind of disappear from sight. Several minutes pass, and you're doing your best to kind of like pretend that you're just waiting there.
Yeah.
You know what? The three of you, could you please make me dexterity stealth checks?
Guys, I'm
Whoa!
Crit,
my gosh,
baby!
another nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
19 on the
Oh
die.
wow! Okay.
19 plus 7.
Jesus, we're stealthy.
On the die, you guys are fine. You're all like kind of just down in the
I have
bushes and pressing the trees as well.
zero bonuses, so
you
that's
did a great job.
Yeah, 2 19s and a 20 on the side of the table.
I think it works out. Maybe not though. We only had 30s.
Only there at level 4, mind you. You still got 16 levels to go before the really high numbers come. So Alton, you're walking out there, and I mean, you're as the minutes draw on, you kind of start feeling a little more nervous. You're getting in, but at the same time, you're just wondering, whether something's happening.
The costume helps a lot.
Sure, yeah, and you look into this this sort of abandoned area, and you're just waiting for something to come. You're waiting for something to happen, and you're doing your best to kind of like skulk and make it look like you're just waiting for a large beast to come along so you can shoot an arrow through it, right? The three of you are waiting in the woods, and again, it's relatively quiet. It's not quiet like where he is, but you can tell that there should be more nature happening.
It's
around
like
you.
so hard for Strum to not like fill the silence.
yeah,
So
you're kind of,
hard.
like, just sitting there.
It's like
yeah.
just like running her finger along like her kalimba, just like oh god.
Trying not to make noise.
This is so hard.
There is this sort of choke gurgle off to the side. And Zariaster has kind of been staying close. You kind of like her eyes go wide. She perks up and she kind of like looks at you and she says, "Did any of you do that? Did any of you do that? What was that?" And
Was it me?
you see her kind of like skulk away like
cloaca.
towards where that choking noise was. A few more minutes pass, and off to the other side, you hear another, and you kind of sort of start to look around, and you don't necessarily see anything happening around you. There is this loud, high-pitched scream off to your right that echoes through the woods.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
You're just like dashing out?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. When you dash out, you tromp through the woods, breaking through trees, crashing through bushes.
This worked so well.
And you, what was that?
Nothing.
You break out into, you see one of the elves, the colors of what they're wearing, just kind of off between the trees. And when you break through, you see that it's Zariester, her eyes are wide, and she's just like, her arrow is just kind of like aiming everywhere madly, just like looking for, anything around the woods that might be. When you come crashing through, she trains her bow towards you, and then when she sees you, she stops, and then she kind of like gestures to the ground. You see on the ground one of the elves with his throat just slashed right open, blood again pooling through.
What's going on? Oh dear God!
And the blood that is pooling, you see that it is filling grooves on the dirt. A symbol of an eye that has been traced that is filling with blood.
No, I don't want another thing. Burn it now.
She's here, the white lady. She's killing everyone.
You're just yelling that out?
Yeah, she's killing everyone. To me.
Okay. There is this from some distance from where you were originally waiting. You hear this.
Oh God!
And by this point, again, everybody's sort of like revealing themselves. Weapons are out. You see that there are 3 elves that reveal where they are, where they have been hiding, and then there are you were with an original 6. You found 1 dead. The other 2 aren't revealing themselves.
I'm gonna burn that body. I have some element matchsticks. I'm just gonna light a match and just like.
Okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. No. You light that body on fire. Alton. You turn around. Hearing the noises. What would you like to do? You're alone.
Yeah,
by the way.
You're the bait.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Okay.
At this point.
I'm probably going to. It's not. As far as I know, the plan is like we didn't discuss this plan really great. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just gonna try and see if I can't perceive some shit going on. Or would it be either survival or perception to see?
It would be wisdom perception in this
coy.
case.
It wasn't like I was like.
Yeah, you start like just hearing you yelling out. Yeah, she's here.
I don't hear nothing but her screaming, so I'm running towards Low Storm.
Okay, all right. You get up, from your hunting position, and you start barreling through the woods towards where where you heard the screaming, where your companions were. As you come running through the woods, you're so preoccupied by trying to get to your friends that there is, you see something sort of slightly to either side of you, and it kind of leads you to a halt. Looking beside you, you see that there appear to be a couple of statues, several statues that have been like, you're not sure if you just didn't notice them before, but they are sort of standing just on, either side of you now, maybe about 20 feet away.
What
and there are 4 of them. They
material?
look like, well, from what you see, they look like stone, but they have been covered up by moss and, other foliage from the trees.
They're not screaming angels, right?
What was that?
They're not screaming angels.
Not the weeping angels.
I really thought we were gonna get through that. Was that a Doctor Who reference? And I'm just like, it's really frustrating.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know
Oh,
what
the
Doctor
Weeping
Who
Angels?
is?
No, I know what Doctor Who is.
Oh.
I've never seen one though.
Oh.
Or I've seen like 2 episodes.
I've never
Was
seen
that?
a Doctor Who.
I've never seen
If you watch one episode
There's
of
at least
Doctor
12.
Who,
You know what
it's the
Screaming
Weeping Angels one that you
Weeping
should
Angels,
watch. Yeah, you should watch the Weeping Angels. Yeah, because it's really, really good.
We're done.
Are you mad about Doctor
I'm just saying.
Who?
You're
You're like. You're,
we just don't need it
I think
here.
you're mad about it.
We just don't need it at this table.
Okay,
I'm trying to have a
all
fun
right.
game.
And as you sort of skid to a halt, wondering, okay, what these statues are, you see one of them just
I'm gonna shoot
start to raise its hands, and you see this sort of gray ooze kind of like
What the fuck?
coming out of its fingers, and you see them like start to come to life and like
it's
amble
Ivan's.
closely towards you.
it. Nope.
I thought we could
I'm
get
gonna
through
shoot
this.
it.
Okay, you have that longbow in hand.
Reference.
You pull it up,
Why
draw
would
the
you do
string,
that?
and we're going to call the game at that.
Oh,
What? Tom! Really?
Oh yeah. And Tom, Next week, you get to resolve this, I suppose. I will give you all the details, soon enough when I get to talk to you. But that is.
I'm gonna kill the waste lady. All right, I kill the waste lady, and now we can stop.
Okay, all right.
Haha, I'm the waste lady.
I chose her.
I have all this exposition. You just kind of slap her in the face.
Yeah, she comes up.
She's not the hardy, high constitution lady.
She's like,
It's not what they
you
call
got
it.
me in the wind. And then you like bonk her, and she goes, ah.
Oh my god, what if they misheard her and she's actually the wasted lady? I'm a waste lady. I'm a waste lady.
I want that lady.
I want you to call me that. I want you to call me that.
Let me hold your hand. Are we ever gonna drink again? No, we're not.
Yes.
It's an intervention, right?
What are you doing with my hair?
No, well,
Ow!
No, I'm not like pulling it.
I see
Where's
it.
Deborah?
Debbie said she's bringing the bottom boys.
No, Debbie.
Where are they?
What we're
so
gonna
much
do-
material
What
for
we're gonna
Ironkeep
do
Chronicles.
is talk about how we have enough courage inside of us and we don't
Right.
need to drink the courage.
I can do anything. I could drink 4 bottles of vodka and be
Yes.
fine.
I could probably
I think I'm
do
gonna fuck
way more
David.
than that.
Oh my god, let's have a vodka drink.
Shut up, Deborah.
Yeah, are you Deborah? Did you show up, Deborah?
Yeah.
Deborah, where are the boys?
Ashley's been yelling at you.
I've been dealing with a lot, and I got all this.
Deborah, you selfish bitch, bring me the
You
boys!
want a hug or what?
No.
No.
Deborah's such a bitch.
Deborah's such
Deborah's
a bitch.
I don't think she's a bitch. I think she's just drunk and sad.
Me too! Me too! Why isn't this about me?
You're going to defeat
just
next
laughed
week
at
when the
the
party
time.
defeats the waste lady with the power of psychoanalysis.
The posh panda, thank you.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Intervention!
Oh yes, I still have a reroll.
Okay.
Two.
I had two.
So,
Last chance. Last chance, $5 for a raffle ticket or 500
for
bits.
an excellent adventure to add to your table. Let's see. So that brings today's session of Ironkeep Chronicles to a close. Thank you to all of our subscribers and to those donations. Thank you very much for all the mods who keep our community and the chat safe, friendly, clean, and accessible to all new viewers, and to keep the community safe space for everyone who wants to join us here around our table. Let's see. I would like to thank the wonderful players. We have Kyle Caps.
Woo!
Amy.
Yes.
Yeah!
Havana Mahoney over here, and Eric Reichert.
Heck yes.
Special thanks to Dom behind the camera over there.
Yeah, thumbs up. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy
so-
belated birthday.
Yeah, belated happy birthday, Dom.
Zariesta!
It's a happy birthday in Elvish.
Zariesta.
That's canon now too. No, okay, yeah, her name means many things. Yeah. So let's see. Where can people find you in social media if they want to follow you or if they want to know what you're up to?
I'm
Kyle?
at KJC Illustration on the Twitters and at Kyle Illustration on the Instagram. So check out my digital life.
Yeah.
All right.
It's much better than my real
I
life.
would
Will you-
watch that TV show.
Will you be posting pictures of the Alton goat on?
Oh yeah. I'll take some pictures and throw them up on Twitter.
That's
Okay, all right,
amazing.
awesome,
Alton
awesome.
gut boat. Approved
Alton
ass.
Nice.
Amazing.
Wow.
Okay. I'm Amy Vorpal. You can find me at VorpalSword on Twitter and Instagram, and also I've been streaming lately, so on Twitch as well at VorpalSword. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Havana?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Havanarama, Havanarama, and that's the best place to see what I've got coming up here and on my channel over on Twitch and also over on Geek and Sundry, Alpha, and other random places. Or you can follow me on Twitch and or do both, why not? At Vanna, V-A-N-A, twitch.tv/VANA, and I'm live over there 6 days a week for usually like 6 to 8 hours per day, so lots of content and time for you to tune into. I do some RP via GTA Online, and then I just do a lot of like indie games and RPG titles and a whole mess of stuff, so come hang out.
Awesome. Eric.
You can find me on all the social media at Mostly Shit. And you can also find me at Mostly Eric on Twitch, where I stream most days of the week, playing all kinds of the video games. And next Tuesday is our 3-part mini campaign. We're playing Chronicles of Darkness, Changelings of the Lost. And that should be a hell of a lot of fun here on Saving Throw at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Stephen Pope.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. We gathered last night and we came up with our characters and how we all knew each other. It should be a lot of fun.
Great,
yeah.
great. Awesome. Yeah, make sure to tune into that. I am Dungeon Master Jay Africa. You can follow me on Twitter at Jay Africa. And you can follow me on Instagram at Transplant Asian. I think that's my handle. Otherwise, you can find Jay Africa. I'm on there.
Where'd you transplant from?
Transplant Asian?
Yeah.
I moved around a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, just,
okay.
you know, like the Asian that moves around a lot. Let's see. So, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your support. That is it for tonight's session. We hope to see you next week when Tom will be DMing again the Ironkeep Chronicles.
If he doesn't die.
If he is in better health.
It's 50-50 at this point.
Which we all will eventually.
Sure. And if not, I get to adjudicate a fight.
Yes.
So, until next time.
Wait,
we got one more. Okay, sorry,
Giveaway.
missed something. What do we got?
Giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway. Okay, all right. So.
It's on your
Oh, all right, yeah.
You wanna
Okay,
hold
so,
this, Jen?
who has received the winner of this copy of Cloud Giant's Bargain is Lady Imago. Lady
Wow,
Imago, thank you very, very much.
Good job, Lady Imago.
I will put it in the mail and send it on its merry way to you. We'll get in touch for your contact information, get that out to you. Hope you enjoy the module. All right, so I think if that's all that we've got.
Wild Cards on Friday, 8 p.m.
There we go.
Oh,
Tune
yeah.
in. Any other games anybody else would like to promote?
Not yet.
Okay, I see. So, until next time, let's dungeon!
Now hey-yo, you rascals, with your bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes smoke feet high. He's a master of concealment and an adept at disguise, which heroes is when he's seeking faster.